Waba Grill Lunch Hour with Mason and Ireland. Waba Grill, what's their secret? It's in their sauce. Their sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Mason.
I've got to clean up my act.
Ireland.
I'm just a dope.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour is on right now.
Good afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio. Tonight will be... Ireland, by the way, is in Minnesota, where the Lakers and the T-Wolves will tip off tonight in a big game number 3 for them. Has there ever been a night as jam-packed as this? I was thinking, so we've got everything going on at once. We got Lakers versus Minnesota. We got Kings versus Edmonton, both playoff games. We got Dodgers versus Pirates, Skeens versus Yamamoto, and we got what are the Rams going to do in the second round? All that stuff is going on tonight. I don't know that we've ever had that much all at once, Ireland.
Certainly not in a non-October day. I mean, in October, sometimes it gets like this when you have the World Series and the NFL and the NBA starting and the NHL starting. But you and I were talking about it last week. Other than October, this, end of April, beginning of May, is the stuff that includes the NFL draft. This is the best sports week of the year. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, big time. All right, Ireland, Mace, what are you going to do? You have two choices. All three of those things are happening at once.
Yep.
You have the TV.
Four.
I know Ireland, you have you're
yes,
actually
my attention
doing the
will be on the Lakers.
One specific space.
Yeah.
So this is a better question for the two of you.
Yes. So and also everybody in back there. So it's Brian. Laura's not here today.
Yeah.
But you have two choices. You have a TV and a phone.
That's
right?
all I have, by the way, is a TV and a phone. I don't have multiple TVs in front of the massage chair.
Right. I have
Just
a TV
one.
and a phone. So what are you going to put up on the TV, and what are you going to put on the phone, and what's going to get pushed to the side? Because all four are amazing.
They are all amazing. So I've got, I think on TV. Nah, I'm going to put the Lakers on TV. Yeah. I was thinking.
Mace, I think it's for you. I think it's Lakers Dodgers. For me, if I wasn't the Laker announcer, it would be Lakers Kings because playoff hockey is so good. The draft you can monitor without watching.
Right.
100%.
In other words,
I'll have that on my phone, and when the Rams are about to pick, I can always flip over to the draft and follow that pick.
By the way, Bergman, I have an announcement regarding the draft. Okay? As you know, I have a love-hate relationship with the Raiders. I loved them for 30 years, then I left when they did absolutely nothing. Then I came back, then I left again.
You're coming back, aren't you?
No.
Oh, wow.
Here's my caveat. If they take Shedeur Sanders at 37, I'm back, and I don't care if the Raider fans don't want me back. I'm coming back.
That's all it takes is just
I
Shedeur
think
Sanders
this
at
Shedeur
37.
Sanders hate is so misplaced. They're treating this guy like he's
Wait a
Johnny
minute.
Manziel.
Do you think it's hate, or do you think it's just if I think somebody can help me win, I'm going to draft that guy? Isn't it a fact that 32 teams had an opportunity to get better and none of them acted on taking Shedeur? I think it's honestly, he just may not be that good. And by the way, he may turn out great. He may be, Mel Kiper's, unbelievable superstar guy that
Mel's all over Shedeur.
It's like Mel is working for the Sanders family, I think, at some point. But I think at the same time, don't you think if 32 teams pass on him that says something?
I think exactly the opposite. I've given you this speech before. The draft is one of the biggest crapshoots in every sport every year.
Yes.
At least half of those 32 teams blew their picks last night. We just don't know which 32 did. Go back and look at any draft and pull up the first round.
Oh, sure. It's a
NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, anything. Half of the picks are misses. So last night there were 32 picks. Statistically, just looking at it objectively from an analytical viewpoint, half of those guys will turn out to be the wrong pick.
Right.
My contention is that Shedeur should have been one of those 16. somebody. And by the way, while we're on the subject
But
of
where?
this, well, I would have taken. I think the Steelers should have taken him at 21. Do you guys realize the Steelers are coming back with Mason Rudolph as their quarterback?
They say they believe in him.
Yeah,
100%
they do.
say they believe in
They're
him.
not. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers. They can now go to Aaron Rodgers and say, "See, we didn't take a quarterback. Come play here."
Wait,
And keep in mind, guys, that and to prove my theory out, some of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history weren't taken in the first round.
Sure.
Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Russell Wilson, 3rd-round pick. Lamar Jackson was the 32nd pick in the draft. Barely made it on the first day. These scouts and these NFL guys, I mean, half of the time, 50% of the time, they get it wrong. And that's my contention. That
Well, you're saying
last night,
the evaluators got it wrong. Your evaluation of Shedeur Sanders is better than the 32 teams that are evaluating quarterbacks.
His evaluation
yes,
is
I'm in the Mel Kiper camp.
Yeah, I watched him. I watched him play twice. I can't say that I've evaluated. I know he's a good pocket passer. We know everything about Shedeur Sanders because Mel went on about him all night last night.
But in round 2, you have. I mean, they could drop to 37, and the Rams, the Raiders did say that just because they took Geno Smith, that's not going to change their draft strategy. And if they want to take a quarterback, they'll take a quarterback. So at 37,
by the way, Greg, I love the Ashton Jenney pick. Didn't you?
No, that's a great pick.
That's
a great pick.
It's so great. But the Browns have 2 picks before the Raiders even get a chance. So that's probably where he goes, either at 33 or 36.
I would
right?
think he's going to wind up in Cleveland at 36. They're the favorites in Vegas at 1-4. Raiders are the second pick at 5-1. Saints, where I think he does make sense,
40.
at 7-1, and then the Jets and the Rams are 9-1. I will go so far as to say, if he's still on the board when the Rams pick, I still don't think the Rams should take him.
I don't think he takes him at 46.
Well, the Rams don't have as big of a need as the Saints do, or as some of the as the Steelers do. You know what could happen, guys? He could go like in the first hour to the Browns. The Browns have 2 picks.
Yeah, the Browns are 1-4. They absolutely are the heavy favorites to take Shedeur Sanders.
By the way, this is just an off to the side, but you mentioned Aaron Rodgers. How pissed is Aaron Rodgers that Green Bay took a wide receiver in the first round?
Oh, after all those years of saying, why don't we get a wide receiver?
They never took a wide receiver, and now
true.
you look at it, and
yeah,
they
but
took
he
a wide
wore
receiver
out his welcome there.
Aaron, he was there for so long. No wide receivers.
Stories are starting to come out. Mace, I sent you that story the other day that Diana Rossini and Josina Anderson and some veteran NFL reporters have been saying that all those leaks that came out of the Jets came from Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
That he's
a media manipulator. That's
right.
what he does.
And so, Greg, he wore out his welcome with the Packers, not the other way around.
No, I understand, but the entire time he was there, winning MVPs, winning a Super Bowl, doing his Aaron Rodgers thing, they never took.
Well, that's why last night
they did have Devontae.
That's why last night, I forget who made the announcement. I guess the chairman of the Green Bay Packers or something. He makes the announcement.
It's Mark Murphy. He's retiring,
and he's like. And for the first time, we're drafting a wide receiver finally, and the place went nuts.
Yeah, it's just so funny.
We're going to continue to follow the draft, and I'm excited to see what the Rams do. By the way, the Rams get a number 1 pick next year. I'm rooting against Atlanta all year long.
How about that? Wait, how about that Rams trade?
Yeah.
Absolutely
amazing.
Unbelievable. What were the Falcons thinking?
Les is famous for trading back and getting additional draft capital. I can't believe he got a number 1 for next year.
And a 2 this year where you went 20 picks.
And a 7 where he's made some hay before.
Yeah, no, I don't understand it. And by the way, that gives them 2 number 1 draft picks in next year's draft. I'm incredibly excited about that. All right, coming up next for you. Let's circle to this Lakers game tonight. Lakers, Minnesota. What are we expecting? Tell you one thing they got to do. Next. In the meantime, let me tell you about Chumba. It's time, people. Chumba. At Chumba Casino, the action never stops. You can play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free. No purchase necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You're never going to run out of action. And the kicker, they're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses, and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free, take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking and the game is on. Suit up and let's head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Physicality was not a problem in Game 2.
Here comes Minnesota. Look out. Here's Ant-Man. LeBron stole it. LeBron down the middle. LeBron all the way to the rim and in. Huge play by LeBron. 92-81 Lakers.
Now a tied series. It's time to take care of business for Game 3 in Minnesota.
Lakers, T-Wolves.
Coverage today at 5 p.m. with the Toyota Lakers Countdown on your home of Lakers basketball.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. AvnerGatt.com.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? It's just better for you. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
No. Leo said, boom, boom, boom. This is a problem, Bethel. Let me take care of it. 626-330-0100. 626-330-0100. You'll get a 50% discount on your deductible when you let them know that 710 sent you. Or check them out on Instagram at active.collision.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
You're checking out the Waba Grill Lunch Hour here on Mason and Ireland.
Sup, people?
Why do they grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins, fresh steamed vegetables, and signature sauces. Download the Waba Rewards app today or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you. Just like Mason and Ireland are for you.
Tell me if I'm weird here. Don't answer that question.
You're weird.
I knew that was coming.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour rolls on right now.
Hey, what What's up, people? Monster LA Sports Night. Lakers will tip off Game 3 against Minnesota at 6:30. You'll hear the game here on 710 ESPN. Kings are in Edmonton for Game 3. They drop the puck at 7. You can get that game on the ESPN LA app. And then maybe the two best pitchers in the National League square off at Dodger Stadium. Paul Skeens versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who's 3-1 with a .93 ERA. First pitch there is at 7:10 tonight.
How is Yamamoto 3-1 with an ERA under 1? Did he lose a game 1-0 or something?
Greg, do you recall Yamamoto's loss? Might have been unearned runs?
Yeah, unearned runs or because they had problems in the field with errors.
Yeah. Normally, if you got an ERA under 1, you don't have any losses.
Yeah,
I don't remember
somehow got chipped for a loss there. So Ireland tonight. What are we expect? I will say this: going on the road, playoff environment. The one thing you got to watch is getting swamped in the first 5 or 6 minutes of a game, because I think a lot of times teams will get very, very amped up, and the crowd will be amped up, and if you can withstand that, then you can hang in that game. What are the other keys to tonight?
I'm interested, and I'm curious what you guys think, whether or not the score will go back up. So, in other words, the Lakers and the Wolves combined for 179 points. Those are in Game 2. That's the fewest total points in a game in any playoff game in the NBA in 2 years. It's also the lowest. The 85 points were the lowest the Timberwolves scored all year. My guess is the scores will go back up a little bit just because they were so low. But if it's a defensive slog like it was in Game 2, I almost think it favors the Lakers. Because, and the reason they won Game 2 is that the Lakers were able to kind of shut off the faucet on the Wolves. All the guys that made baskets in Game 1 didn't make them in Game 2. So, Mace, there's every once in a while in my life, I just sit there for a second. I woke up this morning and I went, man, I cannot believe this is my job.
Yeah.
That I get to go to this game and call it. I cannot wait. I think these two teams are evenly matched. I think it's a coin flip. I've said from the beginning, I think this series is going 7. And I think my gut is telling me that this weekend is a split, that one team wins tonight and then the other team wins Sunday, but I have absolutely no idea. That's how close this series is.
My pick of Lakers in 5 is still alive.
Still very much alive.
Yes, it is.
Still very much alive.
I hope you're right. Nothing would make me happier to have to not come back here. But
Pac-Man, Lakers in 5.
It's still there.
You know what else is still possible? Wolves in 5. I mean, it's all out there.
So the over-under, John, to your point, is 207.5. So do you think it goes over or under that 207.5? Because if it is as chippy as it has been and they're actually calling
I would take
fouls,
the under.
Yeah, take the under. If the referees are calling everything like they did in Game 2, it'll be under. If they're letting it all go, it probably goes over.
Yeah, I would go under. I think the score is likely to be, instead of 93-85, it's likelier to be like 102-100. I think that's somewhere in there.
Now, Lars not here, but give me 10,000 mythical dollars on the Lakers plus 3.5 tonight in points. Minnesota. Plus 3.5.
By the way, Mace, I took $5K off of you last night for your Shador bet.
What was the Shador bet?
I said he would go after the 22nd pick. You said he would go before.
Oh, really?
Wait,
wow.
No.
Is that correct? Well, we'll see on Laura for that.
Yeah.
Laura,
she normally writes all those things.
Maybe
it
she
was
has
just,
it all down.
Maybe it wasn't against you head-to-head, but I know I bet it.
Okay.
Somebody was under 12 and the other over 12.
Okay, we'll figure it out with Laura. I don't know. Hey, you know what we're doing today, Ireland?
What are we doing?
Cosm Ticket Friday. So, listen to this.
How great would it be to go to Cosm like tonight or like this weekend with all this stuff going on?
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Right now, caller number 7 wins the ultimate Cosm playoff prize package.
877-710-ESPN.
That includes 1 pair of tickets to watch Lakers Timberwolves Game 4 at 12:30 on Sunday, and a pair of tickets to watch Kings Edmonton Game 4 on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. So Lakers at 12:30, Kings at 6:30. You get tickets for both right now. Caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN. By the way, there are tickets available for tonight. for Sunday. You want to go to Cosm.com, that's COSM.com, or use the Cosm mobile app. And again, call in for all the lines are lit. Good luck. Good luck.
Quick.
All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. We got so much to get to today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about my car, which is the Hyundai Elantra. Love this ride. So a couple of years ago now, I got into business with the Southern California Hyundai dealers. They are my partner. And I immediately said, okay, let me drive all your cars. So I drove, the EV Ioniq 6 is just amazing. The Sonata, terrific. If you want to go SUV, the Santa Fe, next level tech and safety features. Hyundai cars and SUVs give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Advantages include their available class exclusive digital key and available remote smart parking assist. And because they want the road ahead to be as worry-free as possible, you also get complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles and 10 years of America's best warranty. In a brand new Hyundai, there is joy in every journey. Do like I did. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the night that an All-American becomes a top pick in the National Football League.
The 2025
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
Los Angeles. We're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
We're everyday people doing good in our community. Our kindness runs deep, just like our blood. The same blood we donate to help treat sickle cell disease, which hits Black people the hardest. Good news is, 1 in 3 Black blood donors is a match for someone struggling with sickle cell disease. Stand tall in the eyes of your community. Donate today because our blood saves lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your donation.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news to stats to placing bets in a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
A great lawn is like a great sports team. It takes expertise and a little extra care to really stand out. That's where True Green comes in. They're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour, so they know a thing or two about keeping grass looking like a fairway. It's more affordable than you think, and they'll even match any competitor's price. Plus, True Green backs it all up with a satisfaction guarantee. Head to TrueGreen.com today. Let the pros do the work while you sit back and enjoy the results.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
That's a dumbass question.
So today we have a special guest questioner. It
Really?
is Beto Duran.
Oh, hello, guys.
Hi, Beto.
Yeah,
Welcome
I'm
to the show.
Producer Bethel's here. You know, you
Producer
gotta be
Beto.
What do they call the term?
Multifaceted.
Multifaceted.
Multi-platform, Beto.
Multi-platform. There you go.
What have I always taught you? Take every job you can get.
MPB.
And you know what, Ireland? I listened to you, and I'm still here in the building. Like Kramer said, I don't even really work here, but I'm working here today.
You're working here.
Now, so Brian, can you spin the wheel one more time?
Oh.
I want to do it right.
Okay, yeah. Spin the wheel again.
Huh?
He's not sure.
Now, you guys, when I think about young and hip, this is the Mason Ireland show.
Thank you.
Full of bling.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the jewelry, the ice that the NFL players that were drafted yesterday had on the red carpet?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, I saw a lot of it.
all right, a lot of it, right? So my question to you is, if you had the ability to be an NFL player at the draft, what is the one thing that you would ice out? We saw the jewelry, we saw the watches, and one player had iced out Crocs.
Crocs.
Awesome.
Yes, that was Ashton.
I loved
Jesse,
them.
Yeah.
The what's it called? Swarovski or something like that?
Yeah,
Whatever
Swarovski
that
crystal.
Swarovski.
Yeah.
That was
Swarovski.
Ashton Genty,
Yes,
wasn't
it
it?
Yeah,
was.
it
I
was.
waited
Yeah.
for you to say it, Ireland, because you're part of the Raider family.
He's
No,
not
he's
part
not.
of it. No,
He's
he's
not.
not.
He
No,
is.
he's
No,
not.
He got
but Beto, I'm
excommunicated.
coming back if they take Shador tonight.
We
they're
don't
coming
want
back.
you.
So my question to you guys is, what piece of item that you would wear would you ice out? A watch, a grill, earrings, the Crocs. What would you do?
Well, you know I'm all about a chain, Beto. I wear a couple of chains.
Yep.
I would definitely wear a third chain with a big chunky diamond mace across it.
Boom.
Yeah, that is so
Just
me.
mace?
Just mace.
So
M-A-S-E.
Beto, as you know, I'm more subtle than Mason. I
Very,
don't want to announce
very
my
much so.
presence with that type of bling. So what I would do is I would get a really expensive, fancy belt. And I would stud out the diamonds on the belt buckle.
There you
so
go.
I'd have to kind of show it to you for you to see it.
Yeah, that's
And,
nice right there.
So that's what I would do.
Okay, so it depends on what position I am. Am I a wide receiver, a running back, a lineman? Where are we at?
well,
You're a punter.
A punter? Okay, I'm a punter.
Go on, Janikowski.
Then I'm still going to go with the shoes. I'm going to go with the iced out shoes
Okay.
because I need to protect my feet and show off my feet. If I'm a punter, I want you looking at my feet anyway.
All right.
So I'm like Ashton Genty. I'm going to save my feet.
And you're going to wear Crocs?
I'm going to wear Crocs. Yeah, it's very good for your feet as you
Hey.
walk around. So
them in
you
sport
wear
mode.
them
Get
at
ready to
hospitals
go,
and things
baby.
to make
Crocs
sure
are
you're okay.
like for little old ladies
No,
working in their garden.
Oh, no.
They save your feet.
Yeah.
Save them
they're,
from
They're
what?
good issues. What's
Like-
it called? Plantar fasciitis. Going to help you out with those.
Crocs, they're just plastic.
No,
or
but they're
rubber.
very
They're
good.
holes.
They're very good
There's
for your
holes
feet.
in them.
So
I can't even-
I'm going with the feet. Don't question my.
I'm
This is my
questioning.
answer
I am
to
questioning.
Beto's questions.
Yes.
MPB's
Beto,
question.
what about you, Beto?
Oh, I'm going with the biggest chain possible around my neck. You see, Shador had that over $100,000.
Shador's was amazing.
That was
yeah.
great at his house. It really was good to have there, but there were so many diamonds out there. But you realize you're only going to do this once.
Yep.
And then you're going to realize that was a stupid purchase when a couple years
Yep.
later, and you can never wear that again. But for that one night, if you're going to be a young, dumb athlete, go for it. Right
Brian
there.
Cohen, what about you?
I think I'd go with some iced out shades. You know, you don't see that very
Ooh,
often.
that's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
but
one.
yeah, maybe
I like
just
that.
two big diamonds on both lenses too, right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Iced
Wait a
out
minute. You
grill.
want diamonds on each lens?
Yeah.
So you can't.
So you can't see? You've got to look through a
Well,
diamond?
it's more of a fashion statement than, you know.
Oh, right.
well,
It's
you
not
just wear them a little low.
necessarily
You know?
You'll wear them low, and you've got a diamond right in the middle of the lens.
Light shining.
Hey,
somehow I
Mace,
think
would
that's
you
not
have the guts to ice out your teeth? Ice out your grill?
I don't think I would do a grill. Like I'm trying to think. Shea has a grill.
He does it all the
Cappy
time.
was asking to wear his grill at your party.
Cappy is welcome to wear the grill. I don't believe he has
You
one.
don't borrow somebody's grill.
Oh, no, it's not a loaner. I've got a loaner
Would you
grill.
want it like, here, O'Shea, let me borrow your
Shay.
grill.
Shay, are you using your grill tonight? Yeah, so there you have. Beto, good question.
Thanks, guys.
How you feeling about tonight?
We'll hear at 5 o'clock.
It's
I'm like Ireland. It's gonna split this weekend. I just don't know which way. It's tough. Minnesota, that coaching staff, really, really good. They make great adjustments. It'll be really good. Austin Reeves, show up and hit a 3, please.
So you got what in 7? Lakers in 7?
My original thought was Lakers in 6.
Okay.
I said that a couple weeks ago. So yeah, Lakers.
You're sticking with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
split
still
and win 2 in a
Lakers
row?
in 5 until it's impossible.
Whoever wins tonight has statistically has over a 70% chance of winning the series. Whoever wins Game 3 in a 1-1 series normally goes on to win.
Those percentages count unless you've got Luka and LeBron. Then I don't think any of that matters. You got Luka and LeBron. They're not intimidated by going on to I mean, Luka just took them to school last year in the Western Conference Finals.
Well, if that's the case, it should be 2-0 then, right?
Well, yeah, you know.
Well, you got Luka and
They got
LeBron.
punched in the mouth in Game 1.
They weren't ready.
Their energy
But
was
you have
there
Luka
in
and
Game
LeBron.
2.
They should be ready.
Their fight is going to be there in Game 3.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be good. Can I stick around for sports graffiti and
Please
hang up on
do.
everybody?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
You absolutely can.
You can be the producer for as long as you want.
Hey, I'll do it. What do you need me to do? I don't
stay
have a
tuned.
boo. Sorry.
You have no boo.
No boo.
Right, no boo. Normally we've got a producer with a boo. All right, hey, it is... here's what's on tap today here on 710 ESPN. Shadano and Cap live from LAFD Air Operations in Van Nuys, leading up to Lakers pregame at 5. Game 3 in Minnesota tips off at 6:30. Over in Edmonton, Kings coverage starts at 6:30. You can listen to them all on the ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing, balanced flavor, only 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Michelob Ultra, it's only worth it if you enjoy it. All right.
Hey, can we circle back to the draft for a second?
Do it.
All right. I'm trying to figure out, like, just pretend we're not the Rams station.
Okay.
Does any part of that Atlanta Rams trade make sense to you?
Well,
right after it happened, I looked at it and I went, that is the most lopsided deal. And then I was flipping through social media and I saw John Gruden was working for Barstool.
Yep.
And I thought, without any outside counsel, I just thought, man, is that a lopsided trade. The Rams got way more back for one pick than I ever thought they could. Here's Gruden talking about Atlanta after they made that pick.
I don't think he's an every down player that you should give up that much inventory
Is he a designated pass rusher for you?
I see him as a situational rusher. That's what he
But
is.
if you're able to unlock those 10 or 12 flash plays, and you're
well,
able
if
to...
the dog had to stop to take a crap, he would have caught the rabbit. I don't like that.
There we
you
go.
know what I mean? If you're going to give up a first-round pick and all this other stuff, you better get a guy that you know can get it done as a three-down player. That's my opinion.
So something about a dog and a rabbit and chasing it and stuff like that.
Yeah, James Pierce was the guy they took, a defensive end out of Tennessee. Most people didn't even have him on their board in the first round. And so they moved up for that?
Yeah, it is weird.
Why?
It is weird. I mean, that guy better be a stud. James Pierce from Tennessee better be just an absolute monster for the Atlanta Falcons. Otherwise, what the hell were they doing giving up a number 1 pick for next year?
And imagine what happens if the Falcons are just terrible next year, which is very much a possibility. If you get a top 10 pick out of that because they're bad.
The Falcons
and Greg, look at their history.
Oh, yeah.
Last year they gave Kirk Cousins over $100 million,
and then
they took Michael Penix, and now they've benched Cousins for Penix, and I thought Cousins would be traded by now.
Yeah,
but really, you're going to pay $100 million for the backup quarterback?
Do not understand why you would have a $100 million backup quarterback. That just has not made sense.
You know who they are? Did you guys see the movie Draft Day?
Yeah,
I just watched it recently, actually.
Okay, so at one point they go, "Hey, get that idiot GM from Jacksonville, Jeff Carson, on the phone." They cut to the Jacksonville draft room, and this guy doesn't know what he's doing, and he's all panicky and freaked out.
What should I do? You're my friend. What should I do?
I know. Yeah, Atlanta may be sued for malpractice one day.
Yeah.
That was just a weird trade. And good for Les Snead for doing it again.
Great deal for Les. Great deal for the Rams. Really, really happy about it. An extra number 1 pick for next year, and maybe that becomes the Arch Manning pick. Maybe next year with 2 first-round draft picks, that's when the Rams go in and look for a quarterback.
And even in this year's
Mace,
draft,
do you understand the whole?
Spots.
Yep.
If we back up to 2-3 days ago, do you understand the whole Jalen Milroe thing?
I don't. I mean, I don't. I know he talked to the Giants and talked to a bunch of teams. I know he's going to be a second-round pick, but yeah, I don't understand. What's weird is, though, John, they didn't dwell the way they had that set up in those sort of cubicles in the green room. It's not like they focused a lot on Jalen Milroe.
Like when Aaron Rodgers got drafted 20 years ago.
Because they were all like in the same room, and they were scanning that room as they went along. But it didn't – Jalen Milroe, it's not like he got hung out to dry the way Shedeur Sanders did. And the reason Shedeur Sanders got held out to dry was that they wouldn't stop talking about him. It was the Shedeur Sanders draft, even though he didn't get drafted.
Right. So, Bergman, I had a thought last night. Tell me if you agree with this or disagree with it, okay?
Okay.
Did you see Cam Ward went number 1?
Yes.
And Cam Ward, when he was at Washington State and when he was at Miami, wore jersey number 1.
Right.
But he got drafted by the Titans, and the Titans came from Houston. And so that number is retired for Warren Moon.
Right.
Today, they had Cam Ward's introductory press conference, and they asked him, what number are you going to wear? And Warren Moon came out of the back with the number 1, and he gave it to Cam Ward.
That's cool.
That's great.
He basically. Now, I said, if this situation happened to me and Mason, I would have been Warren Moon. I would have given up, but there's no way Mason's taken his number off the wall.
Oh, no.
Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%. If Mason's number is up somewhere, it's staying there. No one's getting it. You're 23, right? Your birthday's 23, probably
Correct.
Your favorite number?
If I had number 23, I would not give it up.
Ever.
23 is my lucky number. 23 is...
No, but
so
Mace,
the next big
I'm not
star.
asking you to... Mace, you're retired, okay? But your number is also retired.
Okay,
because
got
you
it.
had a great career.
Yes.
So you're not giving it up. You never have to wear it again. You're retired. Let's say the number 1 pick in the draft goes to your team.
Okay.
And he says, I've always worn, my whole life, I've worn number 23. But Steve Mason has that number. It's retired. So the only way I would wear it is if he gives me the okay. Would you give the okay?
Does my number stay on the building? Does it stay displayed?
down?
In other words, no. Do they take the number down?
Yes.
They take my retired number down?
Yeah, they have to give it
Are
to
they
them.
going to take Warren Moon's? No, you could have a 1 and a 1 retired. They don't have to take Warren Moon's banner down, do they?
Because the franchise moved, I'm not sure they even display the Oilers' numbers in Tennessee.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, it's meaningless. But if here's the catch, I would do it if my number stayed on the wall.
Well, think about it this way, John, because 99 is Mikan's number, right? Mikan was in Minneapolis. He was never in Los Angeles. That number's retired. Nobody here in L.A. can wear 99.
Right.
Right?
No,
So
I
it's the
think
same
Dennis
thing.
Rodman wore it.
Did he wear?
Didn't he?
No,
Didn't
he was
Dennis Rodman wear it
97, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
nobody's
so they've
worn
never let
99.
anyone wear-
Yeah, John, you know I'm all
Or
about
96.
I'm all about acclaim and affirmation. If my number stays on the wall, then I'm okay with it. If they're taking it down, I would say absolutely not. That's my number. It should be on the wall. That's the way I would roll.
He was 73
But
with the
what's
Lakers.
weird is Warren Moon never played for Tennessee.
Oh, God, I wasn't even close.
Yeah, neither did George Mikan ever pay for the Los
Well, he
Angeles
played
Lakers.
for the franchise.
Well, this is the same
But
franchise.
it's not even the same. Yeah, I guess that's the same situation.
Exact same situation.
Although Warren Moon played for a bunch of teams, right? Warren Moon didn't play for just the Texans.
But he was a star for the Oilers. The Houston Texans are not the Houston Oilers. The Houston Texans are the Houston Texans. The Tennessee
Correct.
Titans are the Houston Oilers.
Yeah, it says he grants permission to wear the number 1 Titan jersey. So I don't know if that means they're taking his number down or not. I would not want my number to be taken down, but I would have no problem if it was worn by whoever the hotshot young quarterback is. All right, we're going to do some sports graffiti here. 877-710-ESPN. Look at Beto Duran. He's like, no, I'm not going to open the phones. Beto does not like sports graffiti. He does not believe in sports graffiti. He does not believe in callers. He is unplugging the phone. Actually unplugging the phone, John Ireland.
What's that?
877-710-ESPN. Beto says he's unplugging the phone and we're not going to get any calls. I intend to take calls. 877-710-ESPN. Just like they do on Lakers Talk. We'll get to your calls coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Kings clobbered the Oilers in Game 2 of this first-round best-of-7 series, scoring 3 power play goals en route to a 6-2 win.
And listen to the Crypto.com arena crowd. The Kings win Game 2, a final score of 6-2 here in downtown L.A.
Now the series shifts to Edmonton, Alberta, as the Kings search for a commanding 3-0 lead. Listen live at 7 p.m. on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. It's Morongo's 20th anniversary. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Get a free 20th anniversary beer stein when you order a draft beer at any of our signature bars.
Number 2.
Big League gift giveaway. Get a large rubberized tote bag when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 29th.
And the number 1 reason.
We've got live music all weekend to celebrate our 20th anniversary.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
All right, listen up. Whether you're out for a walk, hitting the gym, or just tackling your day, in this LA heat, chafing is no joke. Take my word for it. That's why you need Highlands Chafing Relief. This stuff is a game changer. Goes on like a cream, dries like a powder, and stays put even through sweat and water. No greasy mess, just all-day protection. If you've already got some chafing, Highlands soothes it fast with aloe, shea butter, and tea tree oil. Don't let chafing slow you down. Grab Highlands Chafing Relief at Walmart or Target right now.
Two LA comedy legends unite to bring it home.
Gabriel Iglesias, Chokoi. One night only, March 21st, 2026, SoFi Stadium. The food, the culture, the people, the vibe, the energy. This is Gabe's home, and this is my home.
It's LA. So you better believe the two of us are going to bring our A-plus game and then some.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Chokoi, Gabriel Iglesias.
SoFi Stadium.
Are you kidding me?
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Adam Schefter here. When the draft clock is ticking, you've got to pick the best talent, regardless of position, to fit your team's needs. Well, if you're hiring for your business, you want to find the best talent for any of your roles. That's why you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful technology hustles to find qualified candidates for your job immediately. And if you see a standout candidate, ZipRecruiter lets you personally invite them to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go. That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
We got an engineer on the way, Ireland.
For what?
Fix the phones.
Beto broke the phones?
Beto broke the phones.
Sabotage.
Unbelievable.
Beto, you're producing for one segment and you've already ruined sports graffiti. What the hell happened?
Trying to be consistent with the other producers.
Oh, is that right?
Come on now.
Yeah.
And I want to hear more Ireland talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more Ireland Raider talk. That's what I want.
So we're serious? The phones are broken?
And we need them right now.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
We've got like giveaways and stuff to do.
For the record, I did not
Yeah, Beto
sabotage
didn't break anything.
And it
no.
worked because we gave away the tickets to Cosm earlier.
Yeah.
So I haven't touched anything since, so they're not working.
All
We
right.
see them ringing, but nobody's there.
Yeah,
We're on it.
Sorry, guys, if you're ringing through, it's not going to happen. Hey, by the way, what's on tap today here on 710 ESPN? Well, Shadano and Cap are live from LAFD Air Operations in Van Nuys, leading up to Lakers pregame at 5. Game 3 in Minnesota tonight tips off at 6:30. Over in Edmonton, Kings coverage starts at 6:30. You can listen to all of the games, including Kings and Lakers and all that stuff, on the ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. So Ireland, I came across this story from Australia.
Okay.
In Australia, a radio station has announced that it's in Sydney, it's CADA Radio. They have announced that their DJ for the last 6 months on their midday show has been AI generated. The DJ in Sydney is named Thai, Thy, and it's called Workdays with Thai. They presented music for 4 hours and DJs and announcing the weather and that kind of stuff. Turns out not a real person. It is AI. She has been the DJ. Is this the end of what we do?
In a word, yes.
Yes. It's scary, isn't it?
Right.
People had no idea. Now, here's what people are upset about. People in Sydney are like, well, I really liked Thai. Like, she was great. She was my favorite. And now they're finding out she was fake all along. Did the radio station have the obligation to say, look, our midday lady is AI?
Well, if they did it as an experiment and they were planning on revealing it now at all the time, no, I think it's interesting. Now, if they had let it go on for 2 years and never told anybody, then I'd have a problem. But no, if they did it for 6 months and now they're being honest about it, they didn't get caught by an outside source, I don't have a problem with it. Do you?
No, none whatsoever. I mean, it's coming out of the radio. By the way, DJs, I was a DJ for years. I had so much fun working in music radio. A lot of times now when I'm listening to the radio and I'm listening to music, I'm like, the last thing I want to hear is the DJ. Like, I want to minimize the DJ input. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Don't be doing the talking when I want to hear the music, is the way I feel. Unless it's Stryker in the afternoon on 96.7. Then I'm okay with Stryker talking all he wants. All right, so, John, I knew that the Giants were going to take Jackson Dart last night. When we got to that moment late in the first round, and it was either Jackson Dart or it was Shedeur Sanders, I knew it was going to be Jackson Dart. You know why?
No.
Joe Shane's kid, Carson Shane, put up a highlight reel of Jackson Dart yesterday morning.
Well, his sister goes there. Like, one of Joe Shane's other kids goes to school there.
But don't you think if the kid puts up a Jackson Dart highlight reel on draft day, it's indicative of what the Giants – obviously it was, but don't you think it was indicative of what the Giants were going to do?
Yeah, I don't think it's nothing. I don't think it's everything, but I don't think it's nothing. I think you could do a pretty good head fake. I don't know if Les Snead has kids, but if one of his kids put up a bunch of Shedeur highlights this morning, that could be a good head fake. If the Rams have no intention of taking it.
It could be a head fake, you're right. Although, as it turned out, it was definitely Jackson Dart that they went with. It's Al Pacino's birthday, 85 years old. Al Pacino, 85 years old. Now
Today.
Wow. What do you got for? We've done, on the Ringer podcast, they do Apex Moment. What is Al Pacino's Apex
this is a
moment?
Great question.
It's very
he
tough.
Has so many. If you come out of the gate with The Godfather, there's really nowhere to go but down.
Yes.
But let's entertain the premise.
Okay.
If you take The Godfather out, like recognizing The Godfather is arguably the greatest movie ever made.
And impossible to top.
Right. I would probably, just because I think it's such an iconic,
See, by the time you get to 90,
so many
by the time you get to
movies.
92, you got Son of a Woman with the
I just saw the play
Glenn
Ross. He was great in that movie.
But don't you think
he was great in And Justice for All? He was, but but Scarface to me is probably it.
Scarface
because
is a
it's
great
such
call.
an iconic role. 1983. Is it too early to say Scarface?
No, 83 seems about right. I was actually in that same territory. I think Heat in 95.
Although he has so
It's
much
a lot
help.
of De Niro. It's kind of the two of. I love that movie for both of them. Donnie Brasco is great, and then
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's
God
Advocate.
is an absentee landlord. You know what he's great in?
Hmm.
I mean, it wasn't like the best reviewed movie of all time. He's great in Any Given Sunday, playing the coach of the football team. That's a great role.
I think over the top chewing the scenery Pacino is pretty entertaining.
Well,
Whether
so
it's
you're
Son of a
you're
Woman or Devil's Advocate, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Wow. And then lately he's been doing a lot of paycheck movies.
Yeah, he has been. He has been.
Did you see him play Joe Paterno?
Yes.
In that movie?
Yes.
Like he was good.
He was good. He was good.
But yeah, I would probably, if you take Godfather out, I'd probably go Scarface.
Yeah. I want to do one more thing here in this. I wasn't really planning on this being a segment, but what the hell? Let's do it. We were going to do sports graffiti, and so now we got stuff. John, this I think is interesting. LeBron James was on the Mind the Game podcast, which I think is his old show.
Yeah, it's the one he does with Steve Nash. He used to do it with JJ.
And he was talking about the postseason. I want you to react to this.
Man, I would give anything to be in your shoes right now.
It's right around the corner.
Going back to the playoffs, the best time of the
Listen,
year.
at this point in my career, like, I mean, the regular season is fun, it's cool, all right, but I just only care about the playoffs.
It's a drug.
Yeah, like, I'm all about the process, and I will always be about the process. And now to get to this point, but if you have a chance to win it, and you know you have the team to have a chance, it doesn't always result into winning it. But if you have a chance, and you know you have a fighting chance to walk into this ring and say, we can beat anyone. We can beat anyone. You know we have to play as close to perfect basketball as, obviously we know that, and it takes a lot of luck in the postseason. We understand that, but when it comes to playoff basketball, man, it's definitely a drug for sure.
It's a drug. Now, he says the regular season is one thing. The playoffs are the reason I still do this. I want to throw something at you, this hypothetical. Okay. So LeBron played 70 or so. Let's say LeBron played 70 and he doesn't win the title. Let's say Kawhi played 37 and he does win the title.
Would be the worst thing that could possibly happen to the league.
Okay, describe. Because this is, you keep saying this is possible with the Clippers. But, I mean, Kawhi hardly played during the regular season, and now he's playing like a star.
If that happens, if the Clippers, and I would make the argument that Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the playoffs right this second. Right this second. Doesn't mean
at this moment, the way he's playing.
Right. That he's as good as Shea, as good as Jason Tatum, as good as anybody right now. He's playing at the height of his powers. But to your point, if the Clippers were to make a run and win the title, the league is a copycat league.
Yeah.
Everybody next year would be resting their star player to try and duplicate what the Clippers did with Kawhi. They didn't play him in back-to-backs. He missed a ton of time. They may have timed it just right because, as you often point out, we're in ring culture.
Yep.
If he leads them to a title playing only 37 games this season, how many games is Joel Embiid going to play next year?
Right.
How many games is Kristaps Porzingis? How many games is LeBron going to play?
Yeah, exactly.
It would be horrible for the league if that happens, but it might because the Clippers are really good right now.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you, the most expensive Cheeto in the world and what Shedeur Sanders told his family and friends at the end of the first round last night. That's coming up next for you. I want to remind you that it's Cosm Ticket Friday. Your chance to win can come at any moment. Make sure you keep on listening for a pair of tickets to be in the Dome for Lakers Timberwolves Sunday afternoon at 12:30. It's like you're at the game for Game 4. Keep on listening for your chance to win. Tickets available through Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, or hit up the Cosm mobile app for your chance to win. Keep on listening. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, time to talk about your Southern California Toyota dealers. You hear me talking all the time about if you're looking for a new car, you got to look at Toyota. Here's why. They've got every imaginable type of vehicle. How about the all-new Tacoma, the 2025 Tacoma? If you're into off-roading, it's perfect. Or how about the Grand Highlander with the big cabin and seating up to 8? You want a truck? How about the Tundra? It's got great performance. It's got great towing power. You could get the Sequoia, which is their great SUV. All of these cars are available at your Southern California Toyota dealer, and no matter what kind of Toyota you get, car, truck, SUV, they all come with Toyota Care, which is 2 years of factory scheduled maintenance for free. 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. If you're in the market for a new car, don't make the mistakes so many other people make by zeroing in on one brand. Just look at Toyota. Look at the Toyotas, and you're going to fall in love. They've got every imaginable type of vehicle, and you can do it one of two ways. You can visit your Southern California Toyota dealer, sit in the car, drive it, or if you want to make this a very quick and easy process, just go to Toyota.com. Toyota, we make it easy.
Physicality was not a problem in Game 2.
Here comes Minnesota. Look out. Here's Ant-Man. LeBron stole it. LeBron down the middle. LeBron all the way to the rim and in. Huge play by LeBron. 92-81 Lakers.
Now a tied series. It's time to take care of business for Game 3 in Minnesota.
Lakers, T-Wolves.
Coverage today at 5 p.m. with the Toyota Lakers Countdown on your home of Lakers basketball.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Pizza City Fest returns to Los Angeles at LA Live on Saturday, April 26th and Sunday, April 27th. The festival offers a stellar lineup of Southern California's best pizza makers in one location, giving fans the unique opportunity to taste, see live demos, and attend panel discussions with culinary experts over 2 days at LA Live. Get more info and buy tickets now at LALive.com/Pizza City Fest LA. Once again, that's LALive.com/Pizza City Fest LA.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Los Angeles, game day is here. Whether you're watching courtside or couch side, fuel up with the fire-grilled flavor of El Pollo Loco. Their famous fire-grilled chicken, marinated in citrus and spices, cooked over an open flame. It's the perfect play for your taste buds. From their fan-favorite chicken tostadas to fire-grilled family meals that feed your whole squad, El Pollo Loco has you covered. Get in the game with El Pollo Loco, because great flavor is always a slam dunk. El Pollo Loco. Order today at elpolloloco.com.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show? Yes. This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Some people do a lot of dumb stuff.
Usually us.
Yeah, we are in that market, as Luke Robitaille will tell you. So, John, there was a Cheeto that was discovered that looks shockingly like Michael Jordan's Jumpman logo.
Okay.
Now, you haven't seen this, have you?
No, send it to me.
It's shocking how much this looks like.
If I just look up Michael Jordan Cheeto, that's all.
I think it would probably work. Yeah, Michael Jordan Jumpman
A flamin'
Cheeto.
hot Cheeto.
It's a flamin' hot Cheeto. Damn right it is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's
sold.
It's sold?
Apparently.
How much?
It's sold for $250 billing, $8,113.
Okay, so this is for a Cheeto, a flamin' hot Cheeto that looks just like Michael Jordan's Jumpman logo. Now, first of all, I would like to know from the Cheeto people, why is there all of a sudden a 3-inch tall Cheeto coming out of the factory and going into a bag? Have you ever seen a 3-inch tall? It's like 3 inches tall and 2 inches wide. Who makes that kind of Cheeto? There must have been a dramatic malfunction in the machinery.
They just got stuck together. But, John, if you see it, it looks exactly like the Jumpman logo.
Where'd you find it?
I just looked up Michael Jordan Cheeto on Google.
Cheeto, Jumpman, it'll pop right up.
A Bleacher Nation is where it has it, and it looks just like the Jumpman logo.
Yeah, it's 3 inches tall.
I wouldn't pay $8,000 for it, but...
Nor would I, but it's interesting. And I can't imagine there's a market value for it. And plus, at the end of the day, will it not, just crumble? When you pass that on to your next generation, isn't it just going to be all crumbled up?
Look at it, son. I bought this for $8,000.
No,
I want you to pass this along.
There's
to
not
your
much
kids.
left.
I would not pay
kids.
$8 for this Cheeto.
Isn't it weird? It is weird. I mean, I don't know. Are you a Jordan fan? Are you a Cheeto fan? Or is it? It's apparently an actual auction house called Golden that is the one that auctioned this off. But
people are idiots.
It just eludes me what the market for that might be. But
mean,
it does look like the Jumpman logo.
It's a talking piece. Like if you display it in your home on your mantle where you like to keep
Sure.
things. That's a talking. Why do you have? Is that the Jumpman logo?
Is that a
And
flaming
then you
hot
start
Cheeto
talking.
Jumpman?
Conversation.
It is
piece.
a conversation starter. Yes.
So I noticed Radio Michael had a good question. So Mace, if you retired,
yes,
we can't. You and I don't have jersey numbers.
Correct.
If the station had to hang up an item like in the lobby to honor you for your years of service, would it be what, a bong?
A bong is an interesting idea. I don't smoke a bong, so it's probably not the right thing.
Spliff. That's that what you go for?
Like a big gigantic vape, maybe. No. I gotta quit vaping.
Why? That's not so bad.
It's
for
not
you.
healthy.
It's supposed to be bad for you. It's supposed to be bad for you.
It's just vapor.
Yeah. There you go. This is what a friend of mine sells me on all the time. Says,
It's just vapor.
It's just vapor. Brian, you're the one that told me no, it's bad for you.
Well, that's why. But there is the extreme. I'm telling you, you got to get the volcano vape, and then that's the purest way you can do it.
What's the difference between a regular vape and a volcano vape?
It's just cleaner. Like the regular vapes are like pens, so there's little heating devices in there,
right,
and pieces of plastic, metals, little things like that.
And so, what's the volcano one?
It's like an industrial smoking device.
An industrial smoking
like
device.
Bigger? Yeah, it's bigger. It's one of those things. You've probably seen it before. It like fills up the giant bag.
No,
you never seen that?
Like
I've
Laramie
not seen
Tunsil at the
this.
draft when he had the gas mask.
He had the
on.
gas mask on. Yeah, it came out on the day of the draft.
If
Which
you
was
got
bad
like
news for
a
him.
medical marijuana card back in the day,
Yeah.
like those doctors would tell you that's the best way you could smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what they would.
Well,
if
doctors say I should do it that way,
Right,
then
right.
I'll figure it out.
Exactly.
I'll figure it
Hey,
out.
so I learned something yesterday. Speaking of doctors,
right?
So you guys saw this story that Gilbert Arenas' son, who is a
Yeah.
5-star recruit who's on his way to USC next year, was involved in a very serious car accident.
Yeah.
And so I was really scared because the headline on the story I read was that he was in an induced coma.
Yes.
But then I rode up in the elevator yesterday with our team doctor. Shout out to Dan Vigil, who's like the smartest guy I know. And I said, hey, Dr. V, if they put this kid into a coma, that's really bad. And he said, not necessarily. He said it was for smoke inhalation. You know, he was involved. He was in a Cybertruck. The truck got in an accident. The car filled with smoke. And they said sometimes if your lungs and you just want to put a body at rest until the medicine sinks in. And he goes, there's a chance that they did this just so he could rest the body and the lungs could clear up. And then I heard today that he's out of the coma. So it looks like he's got a chance to make a full recovery, which is what I was hoping for the whole time.
That's great news.
At least the news is moving in the right direction.
Right.
With him.
Yeah,
So
that is good. Speaking of which, Bergman had an MRI today.
I did.
I do it every 6 months. You were in there for how long?
I do it every 6 months, and I was in there for an hour and a half. Which is,
but did you know you'd be in there for an hour and a half?
Yeah, I've already done this for an hour and a half a couple times. Luckily, I fell asleep this time, but it's
how
tough
do you
to be in
fall
there
asleep with all the racket?
It was 6 o'clock in the morning, so I was exhausted and just kind of fell asleep.
You there's a hospital open that'll do an MRI at 6 a.m.?
So I made sure that I got it early so I can be at work. So I went into the MRI at 6:15. I was out of it by 7:45.
I'm surprised they let you go in that early. Good for them.
Yeah, no, they did. It was Kaiser, and so I went in. But it's so loud in there.
Yeah,
and and also you have this thing over your face, so you can't move your head because I get the spine, like the spine and the brain, that are all being MRI'd, and it's just so
Do you
loud.
get the results right away?
No, it takes a couple weeks.
Does it?
Okay.
My dad used to be terrified by MRIs. He's like, I can't deal with enclosed spaces, and it's so loud, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
for
when
an hour and a half.
they put you in head first, right?
Yeah, yes. You lay down on your back, and then they just pick you up and slide you in.
That's rough.
And so much loud noise. I just don't understand, like, why? Who came up with the idea that loud noises like that is how they can see into your spine or like look into your spine and your brain? It's genius. Whoever came up with this.
Oh, it is. It is. You know why we came up with that? Outer space, going to space. I'm not kidding. We discovered MRI because we went to space.
Really?
I'm going to send you guys
to the moon.
Yeah, well, a lot of times space travel leads to other things.
Yeah,
which is why you created. All right, I just sent you guys a picture. So, my son Jack a few years ago had an epileptic seizure, and we were really scared. So we had to take him into the hospital, and he had to get a brain MRI. Greg, I'm guessing similar to what you had done today.
Yeah, not like this though.
And they put a whole bunch of things on his head, and he said to me, Dad, what are they doing? Why are they putting these things on my head? I go, they're about to make you a genius. And then I snapped that picture. And he goes, really? I go, no.
He has such a big smile.
Yeah, well, that's because I said, right after I said that, he started laughing. I go, Jack,
funny.
They're about to make you a genius. By the way, somebody, let me give credit here, Carlo, one of our listeners, came up with the perfect thing to display for Mason if he retires. A vacation request form.
Oh, that is perfect.
Perfect.
That is perfect. Yeah. I like that. But I'm not going anywhere. Stop trying to retire me.
Well, you still
we could be gone in 2 months, Mace.
Well,
that's true.
It's 62 days, 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Is that all we've got left here?
2 days, 2 days less than 2 months we could be gone.
By the way, you know what I did,
days.
John, just to get ready for this?
Yeah.
Took the last week of the contract off.
He absolutely did. He's not even joking, lying. He absolutely took the last week.
If I'm out of here, I'm going to get a head start on time.
Yeah, I may take the whole month of June off. I got so much vacation time that if they're going to blow us out, I should just take that month.
Yeah.
Nobody's blowing you out.
Are we getting blown out? Is there like a date?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't.
About
Greg,
45 days.
If you were blowing us out, you wouldn't tell us anyway.
Why wouldn't I?
Because we would leave now.
I've been working with you for 9 years. You don't think I'd be honest with you?
If you were blowing
Mason,
us out.
I've been working for Mace for 20 years, and he didn't tell me.
If you were blowing
I'm
us
not
out,
Mason.
If you were blowing us out, you would not tell us you were blowing us out. It would be like top secret until we got called into your office.
I would be told that I'm not allowed to tell you, but I would on the
which is how
side
that
tell
works.
you because I'm loyal to you guys. It's been something
interesting.
We've worked
Okay.
together long enough
That's
that I
true.
would absolutely tell you. You are not being blown out.
We're not.
But who would you tell first, Bergman?
Oh, that's a good question.
Would you tell Mason or Ireland first?
Ooh, that is well.
And by the way,
bring
you
them together.
just Greg, to let you know,
Yeah.
I do not want to be brought in. So just call and
I
tell
wanna
me
come in.
Mason wants to come
I
in
wanna
because he
come in.
thinks he can. He
you
thinks he
want
can
me to
talk
call
you
you?
out of it.
Yeah,
In person, always better than phone.
Send him a text.
That's two
Not if you're getting
separate
blown out.
conversations. Like I got to call you and then bring you in.
Greg,
all
the
together.
conversation between me and you would literally be 30 seconds. You would call me and you'd say, hey, I got something really hard to tell you. Okay, what is it? We're not renewing your contract. Friday was your last day. I would go, thank you for calling and telling me, and thank you for not making me come in. I'll see you down the road. Click. That's it.
John's a pro. Because then
here's
John
how
will
I
send
would-
an email later saying thank you for your time, thank you for working here. Because John taught me that when it happened to me.
Here's how I would handle it.
A couple
I'd
times,
take
right?
everybody to lunch. Take everybody to lunch. Oh, you're firing? That's
Stick
okay.
Bergman
Take
with the
everybody to
bill?
lunch.
You would
And then the next Monday, I'd be on a different radio station. Bam.
Hey, didn't you go to dinner the other day?
Monday.
What's that?
You went to a fancy dinner the other day, right?
Yeah, it's too expensive.
You would not be the
$9,000?
stars
Yeah,
over there.
Too
That's for
expensive.
sure.
It's too expensive. All right, coming up next for you. You know what I'm in the mood for, John? A sing-along. I'll explain next. Mason, Ireland.
Good. I'll get my pipes ready.
Get them ready. 710 ESPN.
After Olivier's first MLS goal last weekend, the Black and Gold return to BMO Stadium Sunday.
From 20 yards out. Giroud with the left instead, and it's in! It's Olivier's first in MLS!
Giroud, Lloris, Bouanga, and the Black and Gold gear up for a Sunday evening battle from downtown LA.
Oh, Olivier! He drops to his knees and implores the heavens!
Los Angeles Football Club versus St. Louis City SC. Coverage starts Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
The Cucuys de San Bernardino are back, and Verizon has everything your family needs to enjoy it. Verizon's customers are passionate about baseball. That's why they need fast, reliable connections to their family's entertainment needs. Switch to Verizon 5G home internet today with plans starting as low as $35 per month. Guaranteed for at least 3 years with no surprise price hikes. With autopay and any Verizon mobile phone plan. Visit your local Verizon store. Learn more at verizon.com/5G home or call 800-VERIZON.
Ready to drive home in a brand new ride? The 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe SC is yours with an amazing 2.99% APR for 36 months. That's right, lock in super low financing at just 2.99%. Plus, drive with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and Hyundai's Assurance Program. Visit us off the 91 freeway or online at CardinAlleyWayHyundai.com to find your perfect Santa Fe today. On approved credit, 0 security deposit, 36 payments of $29.08 per $1,000 financed. Offer expires 4/30/2025.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
I'm going to come out with something right here. I don't work as hard as John Ireland and have no interest in it.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Who's the character on Vanderpump Rules who has the "It's All Happening" thing tattooed on her arm?
That's Sheena.
Today is a day for Sheena because it's all happening. Lakers tipping off Game 3 against Minnesota. Kings dropping the puck at 7 in Edmonton. National League, 2 best pitchers probably in the National League. Paul Skeens versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto at Dodger Stadium. First pitch at 7:10. And then at some point, the Rams are going to make a draft pick tonight. It is all happening, John. It's all happening. By the way, didn't the all the Vanderpump Rules people move off and do their own show now?
I heard that they're coming back with a new one, but I'll be disappointed if they got rid of all of the old people. But I'm hearing what you're hearing.
I heard there's
they blew everybody out.
I heard there's like Vanderpump Next Generation, and by the way, and I don't watch this stuff. And then there's all the old Vanderpump
Juan does,
people.
though, right?
Oh, Juan does. I hear about all of it tangentially.
Wait
yeah.
a second. You said Vanderpump Next Generation, like it's Star Trek?
It is. It's
Star
like
Trek.
Vanderpump 2.0.
Exactly. Whole new cast.
All new cast.
Next
and
Generation.
then the old guys go to a show called The Valley. And they do their stuff.
Yeah, I haven't watched The Valley, but I was looking the other day, like Sheena, who was or Stassi, who was one of the original people, first broke onto the scene in 2011.
Wow.
So if she was 25, let's say, in 2011 when she was a waitress there, she's now in her mid to late 30s. So I guess they do kind of need to freshen it up.
Yeah.
I mean,
although mid to late 30s is still
young.
But are you still working as a bartender or a waitress in your mid to late 30s?
I don't think any of those people have worked as a bartender or a waitress for a very long time at Vanderpump.
Well, that's not true. Because when Lisa's Idaho Family comes out, that's the only place they want to go to is like one of the Vanderpump restaurants. Yeah. And I had Peter, who was part of the cast, as the manager that night, came over, talked to him for 10 minutes. That was like 2 years ago.
We took Juan's sister, who was in from Casper, Wyoming, to Vanderpump, and we saw nobody. We had the goat balls, which are way overrated, but we didn't see anybody there. And by the way, what do you think of the quality of the food at that restaurant?
Okay, not great.
It's just okay.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Wasn't there a guy on The Traders from Vanderpump?
Yeah, Sandoval.
Tom Sandoval.
Who, by the way,
had the single best moment of anybody
in
on
the Traders. And then by the end of it, I kind of liked him.
Right. He was
took
singing
a little while.
nursery rhymes backwards. Was friggin' genius. was genius. By the way, on Tuesday, John, guess who's coming on the Culture Pop podcast?
Tom Sandoval.
Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt.
So I once played golf with Spencer and Brody.
Yep.
You will find him nothing like the evil character he plays on TV.
Really? Nice guy?
Yeah, I think you're going to like him.
Cool.
I think that a lot of what he did on TV was to play the villain and be part of an act. And he's still married to Heidi.
Yeah, I know. Juan showed me a picture. Heidi looks great. She looks great. They seem happy. They got a family, all that stuff. I think that if I'm not mistaken, their house may have burned down in the fires. I think.
Oh, really?
I think
that's too bad.
I think that might have been.
Yeah, but I think you'll like him.
Good. Yeah, he's on some reality, some Traders version of like "Get Me Out of This House" or something like that.
Right. I would. And by the way, he's a smart guy. I wouldn't put it past him to win whatever competition that is.
So tonight the Kings are in Edmonton. When I was at the Kings game 2, there was entertainment between, I think it was the second and third period. It was a DJ group named Two Friends. It was just two guys DJing. And they did this, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, so we all know the song, right?
Of course.
But what they did with it, I totally dig. And I think it's good for a sing-along Friday on 710.
Oh, look at this. Yeah. Oh, it's the DJ version. Oh.
So they just added a drum beat?
Yeah, they turned it into a dance song. People were up dancing to Sweet Caroline.
Well, they play this at every Red Sox game.
Well, they play the actual version. Yeah, the actual
How
version.
were the Korean harmonica grandmas?
Did
you get there in time to see them?
They are so cool. Yeah, they are so cool. They did now game 1 and they did game 2. And when they introduced them for game 2, John, when I was there, the place just erupted. It is such a cool band.
Oh, by the way, Mace, I want to compliment you on something.
Oh, what's that?
Okay, so
let's stop everything. I'm about to get a compliment. Okay.
Well, it's a backhanded compliment, but
All
you'll
right.
still like it.
Okay.
So I think we've both come to admit over the years that, like, you know me better than I know me sometimes.
Right.
And I know you better than you know you.
I agree.
So last week when you contended that playoff games I do not leave early, ever. I'm not leaving a playoff game early. I immediately jumped on it, went, whatever you want to bet, I'll bet against you. And you go, done. What, $10,000? Done.
Yep.
I'm not leaving early. I think you realize, and I think, by the way, others should learn from this.
Yeah.
There are times you just need to take an L.
Right.
All right? Like, you've made a decision, and you realize in hindsight, afterwards, well, you know what? I made a mistake.
Yep.
And it takes a lot to admit a mistake. You said, I'm going to a bunch of playoff games. However long the Lakers last, however long the Kings last.
Yes.
You said, I will never leave however long the Dodgers last, I'll never leave a playoff game.
You're going to regret this.
Yeah.
I immediately jumped on it. And the very first game, the Kings game the other day, you took the L. I think strategically it was a really good decision. Because now you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
I know you better than you know. I knew exactly if a game broke that way, it was 5-2, 6-2, and you had no reason to be there, that you're like me. You don't have the patience to stay there. I would have left.
Did you know well, first of all, I think it is okay to leave a 6-2 game when there's 5
So do
minutes
I.
left.
Not only smart.
Right.
You'll get home an hour earlier.
What's the difference between game 1 when they were up at 5-2 or 5-3 and it made it 5-5 just at the end of the game?
Well, the outcome is
No,
what made it
6-2.
different.
Yeah, but you didn't know that was what the outcome was going to be. In that game,
6-2 with 5 minutes left, they were not coming back.
By the way,
almost
Greg,
just
I think
did
it would have
the
been
game
easy.
before.
I think what Cappy and Morales did was okay because the Kings were ahead by 4 goals.
Right.
What you would regret is if the Kings were behind by 4 goals.
And they came back.
And they
came back and won.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the fact is, with Edmonton every single time,
Ireland,
they're not out of it.
I looked at one point and said, this bet I got with, screw it. And I just got up and left. I'm like, let's just get this over with. You know what's going to happen
now,
sooner
Mace,
or later.
look,
And by the way,
don't have to worry about it.
You said
You
the honor
took the
system,
L,
and I did the
and now
honorable
you can
thing.
leave whenever you want.
You said use the honor system. I did the honorable thing. I told these guys right away I left early because it was 6-2.
The right thing to do. You're absolutely right. And that was the easiest bet you've ever made, John.
Yeah, easy. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some What's Up Fool. Now, Bergman, do you have stuff, or is it all Brian today?
I forgot to tell him, but it's all Brian.
It's all Brian.
Nice.
It's all you,
stuff.
Brian.
I got stuff.
In the meantime, who is ready for the weekend? I know you got big plans. You're going to drive around, meet buddies, head down to San Diego, head out to the desert. Let's say you're driving wherever, and bam, a car hits you. So you're pissed off, you're angry, you ache. What are you supposed to do? Here's what you do. You call my friend Jacob. Put this number in your phone, 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Nobody plans on being in an accident, but when it happens, you got to immediately call. He and his team are available 24/7. No matter what time of the day or night, you can call Jacob from the scene. He and his team are going to walk you through the process. They'll help you take photos of not just your car, but the other car too, getting witness phone numbers, all kinds of tips that can strengthen your case. So before heading out this weekend, put Jacob's number in your phone. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected. Call Jacob. He's the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Jacob and Ronnie, proud partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC. Make sure you're following them on Instagram and Facebook. Go to @call.jacob. And remember the website, calljacob.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the night that an All-American becomes a top pick in the National Football League.
The 2025 NFL Draft is now officially open.
Today is rounds 2 and 3 live from Green Bay, and we'll bring them to you. Join Cappy, Marcus Grimm, myself, Chris Morales, producer Lindsay Baseball, and more, broadcasting live from the Rams Draft House in Van Nuys. That's right, the official Rams Draft headquarters. We're going to be there, bringing you all the moments of rounds 2 and 3. And when we go to Lakers coverage on 710, we'll continue our coverage live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. And don't forget, Saturday, we've got the NFL Draft all day long, courtesy of ESPN Radio. We are your home of the Los Angeles Rams and the NFL Draft. 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Well, here we are again, and I got to tell you, Jim, this match has me really concerned.
Here we have a powerful heavyweight, a train,
weighing in at 6,000 tons. And this hasty lightweight Challenger, a car at just 1.5 tons?
This does not bode well for the car or the people in it.
It's no contest. Every day, people are injured or killed trying to beat a train at rail crossings. See tracks, think train.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Ready to win some real cash during the basketball playoffs? Check out Pick 6 from DraftKings. When it comes to basketball payouts, DraftKings Pick 6 posterizes the competition, including prize picks. Get all your picks and score higher minimum payouts on Pick 6 Plus. Even more cash if you outscore the competition. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code FNH. That's code FNH. For new customers to play $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go.
That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Oh, thank you, Brian. I'm going to kick this off to you today. So last night, or yesterday, one of the new Netflix shows came out, You, for their final season.
Oh, You, this is the one.
I've never watched that show. Is that show good?
The guy locks up women or something?
Yeah, he's like a Ted Bundy kind of serial killer.
It seems so twisted to me.
It is very twisted, but they dropped all 10 episodes all at once yesterday for the first, pretty much they released the whole season as one.
Right.
Allison and I probably watched about 6 episodes.
Did you really?
Yeah. The way they finish is like every episode is a cliffhanger.
Okay.
So it's like, oh man, it's 1 a.m, but
Right.
one more.
Just kept plowing through it. Okay.
But I saw this quote today from Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos, who said, interesting, Netflix is quote-unquote saving Hollywood. He said it's called traditional movie-going outdated concept for most people that just don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
Do you kind of agree with this, that
No.
Netflix saving Hollywood?
I saw this quote from Ted Sarandos, and I think he's a little full of himself, and I think he's a little full of Netflix. The movie business is not going to go anywhere. I think there will always be movie theaters. They can stream their stuff, but keep in mind that companies like Amazon are actually, and Apple, want their movies to be in movie theaters before they go to streaming. So I don't agree with Sarandos at all on this.
I don't either. I think that there are still people that will go to the movies. Mace, you go to the movies all the time.
I will go this weekend.
If I had more time, I would go. Emily goes all the time.
Yep.
Emily Hebel. It's not as popular as it used to be, but I don't think it's ever going away.
I don't think so either, and that's something that, like, I still take Riley to go to the movies if she wants to see a movie.
Sure.
There are people that want to go. It's just, you're right, it's less people.
Did you go
are
to see
going.
that Minecraft movie?
No, but
anybody see the Minecraft
No,
movie?
but I've seen
you've seen all the
around
videos,
it.
right?
Looks like it's
Yeah.
for little kids.
Well, it's a kid game.
The game's been out for a long time, too, so I feel like a lot of, older adults that have played it while they were kids kind of been seeing it, too.
But it has this whole thing of, like, with the room, whenever
Right.
whenever the guy says something, they throw spoons at the thing. Every time Jack Black says something like, chicken jockey, and everybody gets up and yells chicken jockey.
Throwing popcorn. Yeah. I've seen, like, some of the aftermaths of, like, the movie theaters after a Minecraft showing. popcorn everywhere. The seats
Making
destroyed.
$1 billion worldwide,
Right.
so something's right
Yeah.
about it, but I don't think that's for me. I'm going to go see Ben Affleck in The Accountant 2 this week. I love The Accountant 1. Did you see The Accountant 1?
I didn't see.
It's a movie that was begging for a sequel, so I'm going to go see it.
I read a review about Accountant 2. Do you want me to tell you? Or
Yeah,
keep it to myself?
tell me.
Terrible.
Really? Because
That was
it's
it? One word? Terrible?
It's 76% on Rotten
Garbage.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, reviewers are often wrong. So
Oh, they
there you
are
go.
absolutely. I'm more interested actually in the Michael B. Jordan movie, the Ryan Coogler movie Sinners, which opened last
Everybody
week.
says that movie's
Everybody,
great.
everybody says that's great. I don't like horror movies, but I'm going to try to make myself sit through it.
Just
I
see
think.
Minecraft, just for the fun. It's
I'm
Jack.
not going
It's
to
just
see
Jack
Minecraft.
Black. It's Jack Black.
Chicken
it's fine.
jerky, no,
not
not
chicken
for me.
jerky.
Jockey,
Jockey.
jerky, whatever.
It's Jack Black.
Jokey, yeah. I like Jack Black, but I'm not watching the movie.
Oh,
Super nice guy, by
One
the way.
last thing on the Netflix guy.
Yeah.
I always thought it was funny, too. You know, talking about movies. Netflix movies, to me, are never that great. I always think their TV shows are way better than the movies, for whatever it's worth.
100%. Ted Sarandos is a great executive, has not made a great movie over there at Netflix. I can't remember a single movie that I've seen that they produced that I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely go see that. I will say they do a good job with television. My only complaint with Netflix is I don't like the dropping of all the episodes at once. I think about it, the way we hung on every week of White Lotus or every week of Traitors and had a week to talk about it and say, who do you think's going this week? Did you see what Tom did? All that kind of stuff. To me, I love the fact a show comes out once every week.
Totally disagree with you.
You totally disagree.
Totally disagree.
Yeah.
I like to have an option for both. I know that when something's on Netflix, I can just binge through it in a day or a couple days or over a period of time.
Right.
And then I don't have to worry about that. There's other shows to watch, there's other sports to watch. I don't want to have to think about it. If I'm into the show and I want to just get through it, I love that.
See, I watch Hacks the night it comes out, like I watched last night. I'll watch The Studio the night it comes out. I watch Last of Us the night it comes out. And then you've got a week to say, hey, man, did you see what happened on Last of Us?
You can get both,
And
though.
by the way, this week a lot of people are saying that. Did you watch it yet?
I haven't watched it yet, so nothing. Don't say anything.
I'm going to give you a Netflix movie. I think I told you about this last week, but I want you to watch it and see if you come to the same conclusion as me.
Okay.
It's not a great movie.
Okay.
But I watched the lead actress in it, and I think she's going to be a huge star. Have you seen a movie on Netflix called The Life List?
No.
Okay. There's a woman in this named Sophia Carson. She's young. She's like in her 20s. I think she's the next Jennifer Lawrence.
Really?
Basically, I'll give you the elevator pitch on this movie.
Yeah.
Connie Britton is her mom.
I love Connie Britton.
And Connie Britton passes away. I'm not ruining anything. She passes away in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Got it.
And leaves a trail of videos for her daughter to follow in order for her to get her inheritance. In other words, she thinks her daughter's life is off track.
Okay.
And she gives her a list of things to do in order for her to receive her inheritance. And I know that's a weird concept, but it just works. I'd give the movie a solid B. I'd give her an A+. This Sophia Carson is fantastic.
I was just looking her up. She's one of those Disney kids.
Yep.
She did all
Yeah.
these Disney shows and
Descendants.
movies all along. Descendants. The way Mikey Madison, who won for Honora, she's also a Disney
Yeah,
kid.
in a lot of ways, she looks and sounds a little like Mikey Madison.
she
but
does.
watch it and let me know what you
Okay,
think.
I will. I absolutely will.
What's up, Foo?
Okay, so I found that there's a new app that has gone viral here in Southern California called Clock Out. I don't know if you guys have heard that. Yeah, Clock Out.
No.
So it's being described as the Raya of social media networks. Here's the catch.
It's hard to get into.
Right.
Right.
It requires an IQ threshold. So you have to take a quiz, and they test your IQ to be able to join.
Is it a take-home
Is it a
quiz?
dating site, Brian?
No, it's like a social media kind of site, a meetup site for clubs, social events, kind of things like that.
Interesting.
And if you fail, you can't take the test again, the IQ test.
So
for
you got
6
one
months.
chance.
6 months.
6 months.
Oh,
yeah.
we should all take it and see how many of us fail
We
it.
should all take it.
And if you guessed, of the four of us, and Laura, when she gets back, the five of us, how many do you think actually pass?
How many pass?
Yeah, of the five.
Maybe one of us has a
Maybe
chance.
one.
Only
Yeah.
one, right? It's probably
Probably.
John.
Not
He,
a
has,
lot of-
he has knowledge of everything.
Yeah, not a lot of IQ.
Brian,
sitting around here.
did you look at the test at all?
I did not. No.
What's it called?
What's
again?
the name of the
Clock
What's the
Out.
name of the app?
Clock
All right,
out.
let's
Clock
all
out.
let's all
Yeah,
download
download Clock Out.
What's your thoughts on that, though, of a IQ based?
So in other words, it's social media for smart people.
right.
No
like
dummies.
the Raya's
I don't really
dating
wanna be
for
in
the
it.
exclusive.
No
you know?
dummies allowed.
I don't like it. I don't know.
It's interesting. I mean, it's
It's like a private club. They have every right to if they want to judge you based on your intelligence, more power to, especially since you're voluntarily applying for it.
It says, meet the smartest people in your city, and then a picture of a Venmo.
Clock Out Network socially, right? Is that what it is? Okay,
I'm
downloading it. I'm super smart, so I'm definitely going to get this right.
Unlock access.
I'm going to be in there right away. They're going to let me right in. I would like to. If I was single, I'd be on Raya. I would definitely get on Raya.
So people say that Raya is a scam.
Is it?
That's
I don't know. I
this
heard
might be a scam too. Then it's being compared as a Raya of social
it's the
media
Raya
network.
of social media. That's true.
Okay, so I'm in. I'm going in right now. Putting my name in.
Greg, how did you do it on your phone?
Yeah, I downloaded it on my phone. It's just an app.
All right, I'll do it before the end of the show. I'll do it.
Me too. Me too.
Providing accurate info is required for verification.
What's up, Foo?
One of these national days today is the National Telephone Day.
Telephone Day.
And it got me thinking, how long could you go seriously without being on your phone here?
Making a phone call or your phone as a
using your
computer?
iPhone now, yeah. Today is the iPhone is now today's telephone. How long could you go even, show stuff just without your phone comfortably?
I couldn't do the show. Well, I mean, I use a laptop interchangeably with my phone. So I could not do the show without my phone or my laptop. And frankly, I couldn't do it without my laptop. My phone is sort of tangential to the whole thing. I can live without a phone because of the laptop. But after 6 o'clock at night, I don't pick up my phone and I don't pick up my laptop. I just shut her all down.
I can live for quite a while without all of it if I'm somewhere else. If I'm like on vacation in a place, but if I'm just in my normal everyday life, I can't last very long at all. I need my phone basically in my hand at all times.
Ireland?
I don't think of all of us, I'm the one who needs my phone the least. If I threw my phone in my golf bag for an entire day and never looked at it, I'd be fine.
I'd look at it all the time.
So, yeah, I mean, like now, if you're talking about telephone in the sense of talking on it, I make a phone call to my mom, and I make I've done like 2 phone calls this week. I don't do phone calls. Like if you want to call me, text me.
100%.
Yeah, I don't.
There's probably 2 people that I actually will call.
Yeah, there's nothing that I can't do with a text. So I understand that. But happy National Telephone Day. I'm on my phone right now, and we're trying to log into the Clock Out app. So we're all
I'm doing the same thing. They make you jump through a few hoops.
A lot of hoops.
Where do you work? And then the first question is, I'm a grad student or not? Well, nope, that's not me.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's National Telephone Day, and our phones don't work.
And our phones don't work.
Nice.
Good connection.
What are the
That's
odds,
amazing.
huh?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's up, Foo?
All right, well, even better national holidays coming up this weekend is National Prime Rib Day.
Oh.
To me, that's probably 1 or 2 top, cuts of meat you could get.
Yep.
So where do you rank the prime rib on your, steak category, and where's the best place out here I can go get a prime rib?
Ireland and I have probably the same answer, right, John?
Prime rib.
I immediately think the holidays and Lowry's.
Yeah, Lowry's.
That's
a great one.
Probably the answer.
And the
That's
cart
their
coming
specialty.
around, the spinning salad bowl. My mom and not stepdad Leo absolutely loved the Christmas experience at Lowry's. It is we'll do it again this year. It is absolutely, I think you introduced me to it, John. It's very old-fashioned. People are going around singing Christmas carols. The prime rib cart's going up and down the house. I think that is a great, great experience, especially during the holidays. Prime rib, what can you say? Delicious. The horseradish. I'm all about the horseradish with the prime rib. I'm a big prime rib guy. Ireland?
Same thing. I go to Lowry's every year. If you need one spot to try prime rib or you don't normally eat it, Lowry's on La Cienega is the spot.
Yeah, good spot.
I have been there before. It's very delicious.
What's up, Foo?
All right, one more here for you guys. So I saw this. Some Baltimore Oriole fans were complaining about being overcharged, and not just by a little bit. So apparently to stream the Orioles on the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network, it was $89.99 a year or $20 a month. Multiple fans have come out and said that the year-long subscription that should have been $89.99 have been charged $8,999.
Oh my God.
They have, said that they've settled and the money will be coming back to you. But my question here is, have you ever had this happen to where, I went to buy a $100 something and it got charged for $1,000?
I don't think that has ever happened. I just read recently a bank made an error to the tune of like $1 billion recently. They accidentally deposited $1 billion in somebody's account, which is insane. Now, I've never had this, and I think it raises an interesting question, though. Like when you are in a situation where, for example, somebody gives you the wrong change and give you too much change back. I always, because I used to run a register at a grocery store, and they would measure you by how off your drawer was every night. I always make sure to give that money back if somebody gave me too much money.
By the way, I've known you for 30 years. I never knew that you used to work the register at a grocery store.
I did, yeah.
It never came up.
Kelly's IGA. I was a bagger and a grocery store cashier. I actually loved being a cashier. I thought that was super fun.
All right, I have an update for y'all.
Okay.
I'm on the wait list for the Clocked Out app.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm now there, too.
I'm applicant number 90,000 of 90,323.
Okay, so everybody's...
I'm 321 of 322.
I'm 322. I'm 90,322. You're 321. I'm 322.
It's the two of us.
So, all right, now, Greg, did you notice that when they asked for what year you graduated from college, they wouldn't let me go back far enough?
Oh, no, they didn't. Yeah, it had to be, it was 2001,
I had to put in
really.
I had to put in 1996
Yeah.
instead of 1985 because that's as far as it goes. I may be too old for the Clocked Out app.
You know what's too old for a clock out?
You know what is weird is they are...
And they want your picture. Did you put a picture of yourself?
Yes, I put a picture of me with a headset on.
They're asking for
look, I'm somebody.
Asking for a lot of material.
I know.
So they say they'll get back to me within 24 hours.
Oh, my God. Come on. How tough is it? Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have a social media app, make it easy. Don't make it all complicated.
Well, they want the best
like
of the best of the best.
Oh, right. This is the best of the best of the best.
It's Raya for
maybe no trolls.
Hanging out.
Hey, maybe no trolls. By the way, there are fewer trolls on Blue Sky. I don't post a lot on Blue Sky, but people are nicer on Blue Sky, and there's a big initiative to push sports over there.
Well, it has been that way for a while, but I don't even know if it really is that nice anymore.
Oh, you think Blue Sky is filled with
Eventually,
a-holes too?
any social media app will go to the trolls.
Do you think
eventually?
Do you think even this one, the Clock On one, or the Clock?
Well, we're going to find out if one of us is smart enough to get in.
Find out.
Hopefully, we all don't get shut out. That would suck.
Exactly. All right, so
could happen.
I did this a little bit yesterday, but John, you brought it up in your email to us today. The cost of going to a Dodger game is high, but is it too high? Plus, we're getting you ready for Lakers Timberwolves. We're getting you ready for Edmonton and the Kings. We're getting you ready for Dodgers versus Pirates. Paul Skeens versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Getting ready for the second round of the NFL draft where the Rams have a pick. All that stuff is going on right now. Ireland is in Minnesota getting ready for the game. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Kings clobbered the Oilers in Game 2 of this first-round best-of-7 series, scoring 3 power play goals en route to a 6-2 win.
And listen to the Crypto.com arena crowd. The Kings win Game 2, a final score of 6-2 here in downtown L.A.
Now the series shifts to Edmonton, Alberta, as the Kings search for a commanding 3-0 lead. Listen live at 7 p.m. on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. It's Morongo's 20th anniversary. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Get a free 20th anniversary beer stein when you order a draft beer at any of our signature bars.
Number 2.
Big League gift giveaway. Get a large rubberized tote bag when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 29th.
And the number 1 reason.
We've got live music all weekend to celebrate our 20th anniversary.
Morongo, good times.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
We got your playoff fit, Lakers fans, with the latest collection of items to add to your closet this season. Head over to LakersStore.com. That's LakersStore.com. And snag a jersey, tee, hat, and more to rep the purple and gold this postseason. We've got the whole family covered with styles for mom, dad, kids, and babies too. Rep your team in style. Check out LakersStore.com. That's LakersStore.com. Let's go, Lake Show.
Hey,
it's Mace, and there's no better place to watch sports than Cosm. The Cosm Dome has got massive high-resolution display. It creates the ultimate immersive experience with a massive wraparound screen that throws you in the middle of the action. The Cosm Hall features wall-to-wall exciting pro and college games. Catch all the heart-pounding excitement of both the NBA and NHL playoffs. Secure your tickets now at Cosm. That's COSM.com and experience the game like never before. Cosm.com.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Oh, you know what?
It's Friday.
That makes me crazy.
Yeah!
It's Friday.
Anything goes today, and it is a gigantic night in sports. There is so much happening that we will all be locked into tonight as the Lakers play the Timberwolves. The Kings play at Edmonton. Both of those are Game 3 in the playoffs. And then the Dodgers at home to face Pittsburgh. Paul Skeens versus Yamamoto. Ireland is in Minnesota. I want to ask you, Bergman, is this a matchup of the two best pitchers in the National League?
I think it's more than that. I think it's the two best pitchers in
Two
the
best
game
pitchers
right now.
in baseball.
I think in baseball right now. Yamamoto has proven to be that $325 million guy that he got paid, and he's been fantastic. And Paul Skeens is probably the best young pitcher in the game as well. So this is a matchup that is worthy of us watching on our phones while the Laker game is on.
Skeens won the Cy Young last year, right?
Won the rookie of the year last year.
And what Yamamoto could win it this year. Could win the Cy Young.
He could definitely win the Cy Young this year.
If he gets the innings and the starts and all of that. But yeah, if he plays like he's playing for the rest of the season, yes, he will win.
John, you feeling good? I feel really good about the Lakers tonight, and I feel really good about them this weekend. I feel like tonight, you know what it is? They got punched in the mouth in Game 1. They raised their energy, their intensity, their physicality for Game 2. I think it snapped them into playoff mode, and I think they're going to continue to play like that.
I hope so. I think that this weekend feels like a split to me. I don't know which team wins on which night. I still have Lakers in 7. But the reason I'm so excited about this game is I think either team could win. I think it's really close, and I think it's going to be really fun to watch. It's very rare that this is a really important game. Whoever wins Game 3 of a best-of-7 series tied 1-1 goes on to win 75% of the time.
Right.
So there's a lot on the line, The only reason I lean Lakers is that Luka and LeBron have been through it before.
Right.
And a lot of guys on the Wolves haven't.
And Luka was there last year during the Western Conference Finals.
Right. But let's see. I read one article back here today that said one of Minnesota's strategies is to just wear LeBron out and hope he gets tired at the end of the game. I don't know how viable that is. LeBron's kind of a tank. He doesn't normally get tired. But I think that the key players tonight, LeBron, Luka, Ant-Man, all going to play 40-plus minutes. It's just one of those games where if you need to win, play 40-plus, let's go.
But I feel like that strategy doesn't seem to work because this team is really not LeBron's anymore. This is Luka's team, and Luka is the one with the ball in his hands for most of the time. And it seems like LeBron kind of holds on to when he wants to really push in those non-Luka minutes, either in the second quarter or late in the fourth quarter when maybe Luka's gotten a little bit tired. Yeah, that's where LeBron
Greg, I don't think the Lakers can win if either one of those guys has a bad game.
Of course not.
If they play to their averages, I think they're fine.
Right.
But if Luka or LeBron has – just like I don't think the Wolves can win if Julius Randle or Anthony Edwards has a bad game.
Sure, but I'm
all
saying
four of those guys need to show up.
LeBron's not going to get tired because of that. He doesn't have to push as much in the first 3 quarters, except on defense, which he's actually playing really well.
Although Ireland, their rotation right now, it's about 4.5 guys. They're playing such heavy minutes. And I would imagine, and they've had a couple of days here. When they come back on Sunday, will they not have to extend the rotation a little bit because that's really close between Game 3 and Game 4?
I would argue that you're a little off. Their rotation is 6.5 guys.
Yeah, I was exactly.
Okay,
I was being
so
sarcastic.
It's the starting 5, which is Luka and Austin in the backcourt, LeBron and Rui at forward, and Jackson Hayes at center. All 5 of those guys will get minutes. Dorian Finney-Smith and Jared Vanderbilt will both play, and then the half is Gabe Vincent. He'll get about 15, 20 minutes. So that's it. But Michael always says
Jordan
that
Goodwin?
Goodwin will get less than 10, but I think he'll get close to 10. So
Vanderbilt, by the way, only got 8 minutes in Game 2.
So maybe we add Vanderbilt and Goodwin and make it into 1 and say that it's an even 7.
Right.
But, yeah, there's not – I don't think we see Dalton Connect tonight. I don't necessarily think they go any deeper than that.
Would Dalton Connect help in this series at all? I mean, because they could use
Only
his
if he
shooting, but he
plays
has
defense.
no defense.
Yeah, it's a weird spot to throw a rookie into. But if the Lakers get into foul trouble, I wouldn't hesitate. You know, especially if one of the shooters gets into foul. If Austin gets into foul trouble, Rui gets into foul trouble, I wouldn't hesitate to put Connect in the game.
That guy, Austin, he needs to step up a little bit more.
Austin Reeves, absolutely.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves has not had a good series so far. And I said at the beginning, the Lakers, I think, have 3 of the best 4 players in that game in this series. But Austin Reeves has not been that so far.
He seems like he started to figure it out by getting into the paint, but his three-point shot is
0 for
just
6
not
from 3
falling.
is painful.
Yeah, he wasn't good from three-point range in Game 1 either, so he's got to find that.
By the way, Ireland, you were asking, will tonight be a higher scoring game? Will these games, because nobody scored 100, obviously, in the last game. I would argue the Lakers are unlikely to shoot 20% from 3 again.
Right.
I think they will crack 100. I think both teams will be in the hundreds in this game tonight. Nobody's shooting 20% from 3 again.
It's not going to be 11 threes combined between the two teams. That's just not going to happen.
Right. Ireland, last night, Shedeur Sanders slid down the draft board. And
he did.
At the end of the night, here's what he said to friends and family gathered at his house.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is, of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
I mean, what can you say? I mean, good for him that he said something. He put it out on Instagram. I'm glad he wasn't in Green Bay for this.
Me too.
Because, then it's no fun to be falling down the board and watching other guys go out on stage while you don't go out. But it is funny how we've gotten to the point where there was a point where we talked about Deion Sanders controlling where Shedeur Sanders is going to go in the draft. That seems nonsensical now, given the fact that all 32 teams passed on him once.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping that it would work out that Travis Hunter and Shedeur could keep playing together. But
Cleveland traded out of the 2.
Right, and Jacksonville took Travis, so and they have they have Lawrence, so they don't need a quarterback. I think he probably goes to Cleveland with one of these.
Seems like it.
Early round picks, and if I were Cleveland, I would take him because then it gets everybody to stop talking about Deshaun Watson.
Right. It also, I mean, he is, his skills remain to be seen. His temperament at the next level remains to be seen, but he's a star. He will bring a lot of excitement to the Cleveland Browns, regardless of how good. It's certainly leading up to camp and the early part of the season. I think people are going to be really up for Shedeur Sanders because he is a star, whether he's a first rounder or not.
And it doesn't really matter if you think about it. It doesn't really matter where these guys get picked. The only thing is it costs them some money.
But he doesn't have to worry about that.
Right. And Deion's got all the money that they need. So he's going to be fine. Even if he didn't go today, Mace.
Yeah.
Even if he lasted until tomorrow, he'd be fine. Remember, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Russell Wilson was a 3rd-round pick. Great quarterbacks come along all the time in the later rounds. And so once Shedeur gets an opportunity, I personally like him. I think his game translates well to the NFL. I think he's going to do great, but let's find out. Like I said earlier in the show, every year half of the first-round picks are misses.
Yep.
And so I think there's 16 picks out there that aren't going to work out, and those teams are going to regret not taking Sanders.
But the difference between those guys, Russell Wilson and Tom Brady, they weren't expected to be a first-round pick. They dropped where they were supposed to go, where maybe Russell dropped a round, but that's still a third-round pick. Shedeur Sanders was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick, and you're talking about him dropping into the 3rd round? That's a massive drop.
He'll go tonight.
He should.
It's funny. I've heard the afternoon show talk about glazing, right?
Yeah.
Ireland, you know glazing, right?
Yes.
Has there ever been anyone who has done as much glazing as Mel Kiper did last night with Shedeur Sanders? I mean, some of the tweets, ladies, find yourself a man who loves you as much as Mel Kiper loves Shedeur Sanders. He really is. I mean, he is glazing at some point he's got to run out of glaze, right?
Well, yeah, it'll probably be tonight because I think Shedeur goes tonight, don't you?
I would think he goes tonight, right? He has to.
Here's one from Ben Houselog I see in the communities.
Yeah.
It says, head glazer, Krispy Kreme donuts, $21 to $22.50. That's his next job. He's going to be the head glazer at Krispy Kreme.
I will say, every time I tuned into the draft and Mel Kiper was like, oh, this team's going to take them, it was wrong every time. There was 3 or 4 times.
Every time.
And then right afterwards, I don't understand.
Do you think he's close with Dion? Like that, it has to be a little bit of like helping out.
No,
for Dion.
it doesn't. It might mean that Mel Kiper has evaluated Shedeur Sanders differently than everybody else. Mel is not trying to be wrong. Mel is trying to be right. And he pointed out last night many times. He had Aaron Rodgers high. He had multiple guys, first-rounders who fell to the second round that he loved, and he thinks Shedeur Sanders fits that mold.
Remember, Mel Kiper's most famous rant came when the Colts, and this was like 30 years ago, took Trev Alberts instead of Trent Dilfer, and Mel went on TV and said, you can't do this. Trent Dilfer's going to go on to win Super Bowls, and Trev Alberts isn't as good as him. And Bill Tobin, the GM of the Colts, lit up Mel Kiper, and it became this famous exchange. As it turns out, Trent Dilfer did go on to win the Super Bowl, and Trev Alberts was out of the league in 5 years.
Right.
So I think Mel carries some cachet here. He's normally right.
Here's a funny tweet. Mel Kiper, stop trying to make Shedeur Sanders happen. Going to the Mean Girls reference. All right, tell you what, coming up next for you, I mentioned this Dodgers. We'll do the Dodger story. It's kind of expensive to go to a Dodger game these days. Plus, on top of that, what is the status of the tush push? Goodell was talking about that last night. We got it coming up next for you. In the meantime, what's on tap today here on 710? Well, Sedano and Cap live from LAFD Air Operations in Van Nuys, leading up to Lakers pregame at 5. Game 3 in Minnesota tips off at 6:30. You can hear that here on 710 ESPN and on the app. Over in Edmonton, Kings. Coverage starts with the Oilers at 6:30. You can listen to all of that on the crystal clear digital audio app for ESPN LA. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor. Only 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Michelob Ultra, only worth it if you enjoy it. Please enjoy responsibly. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
If you are hiring, you probably know it can take up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open position. Nobody's got that kind of time. Start using ZipRecruiter. Right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way. They don't leave anything to chance. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. How quick? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So speed up your hiring process with ZipRecruiter. Go to that website and try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Physicality was not a
I'm
problem.
Doug.
And I'm Damon.
And we want to buy your house.
Let
Seller's Advantage show you how we can give you more. No fees, no commissions, and no repairs. Just a fair cash offer that can close in just a few days. Check out our Google reviews. And call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
3 in Minnesota.
Lakers, T-Wolves.
Coverage today at 5 p.m. with the Toyota Lakers Countdown on your home of Lakers basketball.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds, too. Call 800-444-2013. 800-444-2013.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill. It's for you.
Ready to drive home in a brand new ride? The 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe SC is yours with an amazing 2.99% APR for 36 months. That's right, lock in super low financing at just 2.99%. Plus, drive with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and Hyundai's Assurance Program. Visit us off the 91 freeway or online at CardinAlleyWayHyundai.com to find your perfect Santa Fe today. On approved credit, 0 security deposit, 36 payments at $29.08 per $1,000 financed. Offer expires 4/30/2025.
Ready to win some real cash during the basketball playoffs? Check out Pick 6 from DraftKings. When it comes to basketball payouts, DraftKings Pick 6 posterizes the competition, including prize picks. Hit all your picks and score higher minimum payouts on Pick 6 Plus. Even more cash if you outscore the competition. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code FNH. That's code FNH. For new customers to play $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows. Fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
Look at Travis Rogers over there getting ready to go see some Dodger baseball. Dodgers versus Paul Skeens tonight. A generational talent versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Now, generational talent.
Yes. True. Now, I was looking, the last time I saw Roki Sasaki pitch, I thought, all right, work in progress. You know what? Yamamoto was kind of a work in progress last year. Are we creating the next Yamamoto? And I think probably, given the stuff, he can be that guy moving forward.
I love the fact that Sasaki can actually learn from Yamamoto, too, every single day watching. He's usually after him in the rotation, too, so he gets to watch him and try and mimic some of the things, attacking the zone with his fastball, using the splitter to offset, kind of using the same types of pitches.
I think, though, it would be premature, and I'm curious if you guys agree, to put Sasaki at Yamamoto's level. He's just too young, and he's not there yet. I think by the end of the year, Sasaki is probably going to have a 500 record when he pitches and a decent ERA. And then next year and maybe the year after that, then he grows into what Yamamoto is now. I think people forget how young Sasaki is.
It took a year, and you're right, John. He's young. Yamamoto came here as kind of a finished product. A little bit older. Sasaki's he's really a kid.
So Yamamoto is 26 years old. He came over at 25. Sasaki's 23 years old. So he is still young, but it's not that much different. But also, Yamamoto was in the league longer. He waited in the in the Japanese leagues before he came over, got that big contract. So he was much more of a finished product. To your point.
And if you look at his game log, and John, this is kind of to your point, 3 innings, 1 run, 1 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 4 innings, 1 run, 5 innings, 1 run, 6 innings, 2 runs. So he's lengthening a little bit here and continuing to be successful. His ERA is 3.20.
Yeah, it got much better after that first one. He has been saved a couple of times by Andy Pajes. There was a grand slam that Andy Pajes stole, and then a 2-run shot that Andy Pajes stole in his last start. So he's been very lucky in that sense that Pajes was able to steal a couple home runs. But his stuff has looked much, much better. But you're right, Ireland. He is very much a work in progress, still really young, and is going to take some time.
All right, so speaking of work, you got to do a lot of it to be able to afford to go to a Dodger game. Dodgers, according to a recent survey of all the baseball teams in America, if you go to a game and buy the 4 cheapest tickets, pay for parking, have 2 beers, 2 sodas, and 4 hot dogs, the price for the Dodgers is basically $400. That is about 4 times the amount that it costs to go to the Cincinnati Reds and do exactly the same thing. Ireland, do the Dodgers have an issue with affordability?
I want to be careful I answer this question because, it's expensive to go to a Dodger game. But, Mace, you and I begged for, when we were in the Frank McCourt years, to have Yankees West.
Yes.
To have an ownership that had really, really deep pockets and wouldn't be afraid to spend. We got our wish.
Yep.
Here came Mark Walter and the Guggenheim Group, and they have been above and beyond great owners. I mean, they've just been awesome. They compete for the title. They win the division every year. They compete for the title every year. They really are the best baseball team in the world, and their experience at Dodger games is great. So I have a little bit of a problem criticizing them for charging high prices because I think it's worth it.
Sure.
But having said that, the way Rob Manfred answered this question was interesting. He said, well, Rob Manfred is the commissioner of baseball.
Idiot.
He said, if you live in Southern California and you can't afford to a Dodger game, just go to an Angel game. I think that Rob doesn't realize that in Los Angeles, you're either a Dodger fan or an Angel fan. There are very few people that are generic baseball fans who can just switch their allegiance and go to an Angel game. Also, I don't think he understands geographics.
Right.
If you live where the 3 of us live, or include Brian, the 4 of us live, we're not going to Anaheim to watch a baseball game. It would take us 3 hours to get there.
Exactly.
And then 3 hours to get back.
Exactly.
Right. So, I hesitate to criticize the Dodgers because I know their product is expensive, but Mace, I think it's the cost of having a great ownership group with a great experience. I'm not going to criticize them for charging top dollar.
I'm not either. They are investing in the product. Players, stadium, everything. They're pushing all of that back into the product. And so I think Dodger fans get an unbelievable game experience. They get a team that wins and wins the World Series. I mean, you get all that stuff. And you pay more, no question about it, and games are expensive, but still baseball games are, of all the stuff we cover, NFL, NBA, NHL, baseball games are still the most affordable sport you can take your family to.
Most likely, but I do miss the $6 tickets in the upper deck. That was something that was really nice to be, or even like a really cheap ticket into the upper deck, just so you can get into the park.
Right.
That in that sense, you've priced out a lot of people because it's very rare to be able to just take, hey, $400. We're going to go to this game, and just do this. It's tough for a lot of people, but to your point, it is very much the price of doing business. You get to watch the best players in the world have one of the best teams in baseball, over $1 billion payroll. It's just how it kind of has to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's, obviously 4 million people are showing up one way or another.
What do we always talk about, you guys? Like, what are the quintessential Los Angeles experiences? Like, if you had somebody, Mason, in your case, visiting from Ohio, or, anybody from out of town, in town, if you wrote a list of things that you'd want them to do, one would be go to the Hollywood Bowl.
Yes.
Another one would be go to a Dodger game. As I often say about basketball, you can go to any one of 29 arenas in the league. and go watch an NBA game.
Yep.
But to watch a Laker game is an event. It's different. You're going to see famous people. They're going to put on a great show. There's going to be tons of great stuff going on outside of the actual game, and you get to see great stars because of Dr. Buss. The Lakers never put a team on the court that doesn't have star power.
Yep.
It costs more. It costs more to go to a Laker game than it does to go to a Clipper game. I get it. But I'm not going to rip the Dodgers, just like I don't rip the Lakers, for charging a little more because I think they've earned it. I think they put on a quality product that they should have a right to charge a little more for.
So how do you, and this is a big discussion at the owners' meeting a few weeks back, and apparently it's a little bit up in the air. I want to play something Roger Goodell said last night about the tush push and get your reaction to it.
The thought process that we're all going through here is we had a rule in the league for a long period of time, up until 2006, that was you couldn't push or pull a player anywhere. Is that part of football? Is that a football play? Or is it also a play that can bring some danger to it or, safety concerns for our players? So I think we'll go through the discussion again, both with the competition committee, the ownership, and likely be voted on in May. Do you have a strong sense of which direction it might go? No, I think, listen, there's strong views about, is this a football play? There's strong views about the safety of it. There's strong views about, listen, a couple of teams do it well, so what? That's a good thing, right? It brings innovation to the game.
So it sounds like it's really a jump ball about whether or not the tush push will continue to be allowed. I am a big believer that this is football. People hit each other. It's a rough game. If you've got the ability, if you got a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds and you got a big, gigantic offensive line, make hay, get that yard, or get into the end zone, or whatever that is, it shouldn't be legislated against.
I agree with you. If you don't like it, stop it. I think it is a football play.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
By the way, Mason, did you see that story I sent you earlier in the week about Mike Leach,
Yes.
the late, great college coach?
Yes.
So Mike Leach was famous for coming up with unconventional ideas. He was kind of a Bill Veck of college football. If you guys don't know who Bill Veck is, look it up. He's a crazy old baseball owner that would try crazy things.
Yep.
And one thing Bill Veck did in his heyday, he came along in the 60s and 70s, was he sent a batter up to the plate named Eddie Goodell.
Yep.
And Eddie Goodell was a small person. He was only about 3-4 feet tall. And he walked because he had a very small strike zone. The strike zone has to be between your armpits and your knees. So he sent Goodell up there. Goodell drew a walk. He took him out, put a pinch runner in, and everybody made a big deal out of it. Mike Leach came up with an idea, and this was very much like Mike Leach, to put a little person in the backfield.
Okay.
Hand him the football.
Got it.
And throw him over the line.
Oh, interesting.
I think
that's a football play. That's a football play.
For obvious reasons, it's probably not very politically correct. But my question to you people, would it have worked?
I mean, if you throw someone high enough and over a line.
Right.
I mean,
by the way,
technically
the article I sent you guys,
Yeah.
it had a picture of a couple of guys, of like little guys who played football who were fully into it, like who wanted to try it. So if 4th and inches, you either hike the ball, you either hike the ball to the little person and then you have the fullback throw him over the line, or you pitch it to him and have him just squeak through the smallest hole and get your yard. I don't know if it would work.
Well, you know what? If that's allowed, I might take Peter Dinklage in the second round.
Yeah. Right. We should ask Peter Dinklage if he thinks it would work.
Unbelievably fine actor who I'm just joking about. But, yeah, it's an interesting idea. I don't think there would be a rule against it.
Oh, I do. I think they would.
Wait a minute. What do you mean the rule? What rule would be against it?
You're throwing somebody.
That's all right. You're allowed to push somebody. Yeah. Why would you not be allowed to throw somebody?
Because it doesn't pass. It doesn't pass the smell test. It was like that time where I wanted to have a discussion about letting the best WNBA team play a boys' high school team, and you guys said, no, you can't even talk about that. That's offensive to women.
That is offensive to women.
Okay, so how is it not offensive to little people?
Because
you're turning them into basically a beanbag.
Well, but I mean, if the tush push is a play, why is the toss not a play?
Well, the reason I think it probably would be legislated out is the first little person who got hurt, then everybody would go, how as a society did we let this happen? You know, if a linebacker goes, if Aaron Donald or somebody goes flying over the line and knocks the guy out.
Yeah.
Then how do we justify it?
Yeah, it's a
But I love the way Mike Leach used to think.
Oh, he was hilarious.
In sports radio, Mason and I have a deal with each other. Always accept the premise, no matter how stupid the idea is. And something like this is very much in that avenue.
Yes.
Like this probably would never happen, but just accept the premise so we can talk about it.
So
one
if
time,
this-
Mike Leach, a reporter asked him if all 12 mascots in the Pac-12 got in a fight, who would win? And he literally went on like a 5-minute. So he
broke
goes,
it down.
Well, he goes, the men like the Trojan would be at a disadvantage because I don't think a Trojan can take out a grizzly bear. He goes, the cougar would be in it. He goes, the cougar would have a chance. He goes, the duck wouldn't do anything.
The tree would have no chance.
The tree has no chance. The bear for UCLA and Cal would have a fighting chance.
Sparky the Sun Devil can shoot
It's a Sun Devil.
lightning bolts.
And he
out
said
of
if you
his
let
hand.
Sparky use his tripod, he would have a distinct advantage, just like if you let the Trojan use an army. And literally, he went on for like 5 minutes, and it was the greatest answer to the most ridiculous of questions.
The best.
So I can see him in a meeting going, hey, if we took a little person and put him in the backfield, the other team would be so surprised they wouldn't know what to do. Are we throwing him over the line? Is he going between somebody's legs?
Right.
What are we doing?
Sure.
And so I would have loved to, and you talked to Mike Leach. There was a story that came out when he died that when he was the offensive coordinator at Oklahoma, they were playing Texas, and they thought Texas was trying to steal their signs.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike Leach did this, and you can Google it and watch a video on it. And all these coaches talked about it, including Leach. He sent his tight end out there with a play card, and he said, I want you to drop this down your pants and leave it on the field. And the tight end goes, okay. So he drew up a completely fake play card. Like 3rd and short, here's what we're running.
Right.
4th and short, here's what we're running. And they ran the opposite every time. And they jumped ahead 17-0. And they realized that one of their assistant coaches picked it up. One of the Texas assistant coaches picked it up and thought he had the keys to the game. And Oklahoma did exactly the opposite, and Texas couldn't catch up. And Oklahoma won the game. But for Leach,
he was a
Leach
crazy
always playing
innovator.
a game behind the game.
Kind of a madman. Kind of a madman in his day. Hey, I want to say something. Are we
way over?
Yeah, we're way over.
Yeah, a little
so I signed up for this clock on thing. Is it clock on? Is that
Clock
the social
out.
media? Clock
Clock
out.
out.
So this is, first of all, I'm number 93,000.
Me too.
950 away from actually taking my test and getting in.
Well, that means there were 18 people that tried to apply from the time I did it to the time you did it.
Okay, so here's why. First, I think it's unbelievably ageist because it does not allow for anybody who graduated college before 1996.
I just used 1996. Is that what you did?
Use 96? Yeah, I'm sure I'm a 96 guy.
Yeah,
Just
but I
take
agree.
it. Just
I
take
agree.
it.
It's ageist. They don't want old people on it.
Well, I'm in there anyway. Screw
Trying
you.
to keep it hip.
Well, if you're old, you're not one of the smartest people in the city, obviously.
My ass. Wisdom. You got some wisdom is what you got. All right, coming up next for you, I'm going to make an outrageously tough mythical money bet, and I want you guys to set the odds for it.
Okay.
It's coming up next. Then we got Game of Games. Whose game today?
My game.
Bergman's game. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the night that an All-American becomes a top pick in the National Football League.
The 2025 NFL Draft is now officially open.
Today is rounds 2 and 3 live from Green Bay, and we'll bring them to you. Join Cappy, Marcus Grant, myself, Chris Morales, producer Lindsay Baseball, and more, broadcasting live from the Rams Draft House in Van Nuys. That's right, the official Rams Draft headquarters. We're going to be there, bringing you all the moments of rounds 2 and 3. And when we go to Lakers coverage on 710, we'll continue our coverage live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. And don't forget, Saturday, we've got the NFL Draft all day long, courtesy of ESPN Radio. We are your home of the Los Angeles Rams and the NFL Draft. 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
It's time for the Black and Gold Report. The latest news surrounding LAFC and a look at the upcoming matchup. Powered by Ocean Subaru of Fullerton.
After LAFC head coach Steve Cherundolo announced he'll be stepping down at the end of the season, the Black and Gold went into Portland, Oregon and battled out a 3-3 draw in a wild match versus the Timbers. Cherundolo was proud of the group after the match.
They showed a lot of grit, resilience, quality, and it was unfortunately not one of those games where the officials, with their decisions, decide games.
LAFC currently sits 7th in the West as 12th place St. Louis City SC come to BMO Stadium this Sunday. The Black and Gold have acquired Santa Ana native Frankie Amaya on loan from Mexican side Toluca and have also signed Ryan Raposo from Vancouver. Pre-game of LAFC versus St. Louis starts this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And that's the Black and Gold Report, powered by Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love. Go to OceanSubaruOC.com for more info. OceanSubaruOC.com. Go Black and Gold.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news to stats to placing bets in a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe it.
We do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Describe your perfect date.
It's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
That's from Miss Congeniality, too.
It's not
And
wrong.
Today is April 25th.
Yes, exactly.
By the way, any movie you add William Shatner to at this stage of his life, he makes it better.
Absolutely.
Shatner in Miss Congeniality. Shatner in Dodgeball.
Yep.
Shatner when he was on Boston Legal as Denny Crane.
Denny Crane. Yeah.
By the way, do you remember when? I think you used to watch Boston Legal with me.
Yeah, I did. James
do you
Spader,
remember,
Denny Crane, all that.
Yeah, he used to introduce himself as Denny Crane like he was a big deal.
Yes.
And they went on a tangent on that character once, and his son showed up, and it was Donnie Crane.
Right.
Do you remember who played Donnie Crane?
No.
You don't?
No.
And he was exactly like Shatner, was just a young Shatner.
Who?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh,
hey.
damn. That's funny.
I was
That's
just
funny.
talking to Freddie today.
Yeah, Freddie would come in Donnie Crane. It was great.
All right, so Mythical Money Better. You guys ready?
Yeah.
This
what's
is
your
a
bet?
really tough one.
Can you email it, please?
No, but first I'm going to go
Yeah,
through
yeah.
it before I email it. Let's go through it first. So,
No. Yeah, of course.
I've got Kings straight up win tonight.
Okay.
Lakers straight up win tonight.
Okay.
Dodgers straight up win tonight. And Rams choose linebacker Carson Schwessinger from UCLA.
Be a good pickup.
Those 4 picks. What odds can I get if all 4 of those
so it's
things?
basically a 14 parlay.
You just get the 14 parlay.
But, I mean, these are like trying to pick who the Rams are going to draft is crazy.
Yeah, that makes it a little harder. I'll tell you what, Greg, what do you want to bet? How much?
Just 5,000 mythical days.
Okay.
Just the 14 parlay.
Well,
14. No, Greg, I think it's. I'm with Mace. I think it's better than a 14 parlay. A 14 parlay would pay 11-1.
Right.
How about 15-1? Is that fair?
Done. 15-1.
Sure.
15. Yeah. The odds of me getting Carson Schwessinger, I mean, he's a great player.
They need a linebacker.
But the odds of me getting it right is right.
So you would get 11-1. Will be because it's a little more difficult. We'll give you a little better deal, 15-1.
That's just for the 46 pick, correct? Because they have a third-round pick.
It's only for the Schwessinger will be gone by the time you get to the 46th pick. So, I've got him taking Schwessinger. The other guy I like a lot that I could have put in there was Mason Taylor, the tight end from LSU, because I think McVay loves a good tight end. But I'm going Carson Schwessinger. So I'll email you that, Greg. So it's – did the phones ever start working?
No.
Can you believe that, John? Phone's not working?
The engineer says if you talk levels but not receive, and then didn't say anything.
Yeah, didn't say anything. There you go.
Working on it.
Yeah, working on it.
People love hearing that.
Oh, they do. Coming up next for you is Greg Bergman's game. Brian's going to play. I'm going to play. Ireland's going to play. Can we get one more? Yeah, find one more player. We will do that coming up next for you. Time to tell you about Cosm. So listen, people. There is a ton going on at Cosm right now. Like, for example, if you want to go see Lakers Timberwolves Game 3 tonight, Cosm, perfect place to go. Sunday, get this, there's a doubleheader. You got the Lakers Minnesota Game 4 at 12:30. Then you got Kings Game 4 against Edmonton at 6:30. It is all happening at Cosm. You can watch the game in the Dome, where the game just completely comes to life in immersive reality. You feel like you're at the game. Crazy cool. If you want to watch from the hall, big screen TVs everywhere, gigantic wall-size screens everywhere for you to watch all the games at the same time. Like tonight, it'd be perfect because you got Dodgers, you got Kings, you got Lakers all going on tonight, so the hall would be good for that. Or when you're there, you got to check out the rooftop deck. Beautiful. Great craft cocktails, delicious food. Cosm, the place to be. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm Los Angeles, Cosm.com, or hit up the Cosm mobile app. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Kings clobbered the Oilers in Game 2 of this first-round best-of-7 series, scoring 3 power play goals en route to a 6-2 win.
And listen to the Crypto.com arena crowd. The Kings win Game 2, a final score of 6-2 here in downtown L.A.
Now the series shifts to Edmonton, Alberta, as the Kings search for a commanding 3-0 lead. Listen live at 7 p.m. on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Stay up to date with every playoff game with Lakers email sent straight to your inbox. Each email offers something different. Lakers pregame emails provide game day essentials before tip-off, from projected starters to game times, while Lakers weekly emails give you exclusive Lakers content created exclusively for subscribers. Don't miss any of the action by signing up now at Lakers.com/emails. That's Lakers.com/emails. Let's go Lake Show.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news and stats to placing bets in just a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code JOEQ to get started today. That's JOEQ, Joe Q. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
Dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, here we go. It's Game of Games time. Beto's here. You're just hanging out?
Yeah, peanut gallery right here.
Okay.
Well, no. Tell him to play. We need a fork.
No. DeAndre's
going to play.
He can play if he wants.
Beto, you play too.
All right, sure.
All right.
I got to add him in. You said
Add him
no
in.
when I asked him last
So
time.
we got Beto, we got Ireland, Minnesota, we got DeAndre, we got me, we got Brian Cohen, and it's Bergman's game.
How much do you know hockey in general? I think that's where we're going to
I'm a hockey expert.
I'm a puckhead. I'm a puckhead.
DeAndre looking at me like, oh, man, should I just leave right now? Or should I
Mighty
just go
Ducks,
away,
baby, Mighty
right?
Ducks.
All right, so this is an NHL.
I think DeAndre meant to say your game, Greg, is culturally biased.
Exactly.
Hey,
SATs,
Quentin
man.
Quentin Byfield
is great.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. NHL is hot right now. Kings up 2-0 in Edmonton tonight, so just a general hockey quiz.
Okay.
Number one, we'll start with you, Mace. I was just randomly thinking about helmets in the NHL, and I don't know why. Watching the game, was thinking about it.
You're keeping score, right?
I am.
Okay.
When were helmets made mandatory in the NHL? Was it A, 1979, B, 1982, or C, 1980?
I'm going to say 1980.
This is only for incoming players as well.
Incoming
by the way.
players, okay.
So 1980. John.
So you're saying at the start of what were the other two choices besides 80?
79 and 82.
I think it was 79.
Brian.
79.
DeAndre.
79.
Beto.
82.
It is 1979.
It is
1979. So
There
John,
you go,
Brian,
DeAndre.
and DeAndre. See,
See, it's not racist.
Hey, there we go.
On the board.
Still culturally biased.
You have the Thunderbirds in Coachella. Come on now.
Okay, number two, John, you'll start this one.
Okay.
Players were grandfathered in and didn't have to wear helmets after that. After. Who was the last player to not wear a helmet? Was it A, Phil Housley, B, Craig McTavish, or C, Bernie Nichols?
I'll go with Bernie Nichols. He played for the Kings.
Yeah.
Bernie Nichols.
Brian.
McTavish.
DeAndre.
I'm going Nichols.
Beto.
You messed up McTavish, bro.
Mace.
McTavish.
Craig McTavish was the last one.
Oh,
to do
everybody's
that.
on the
Beto,
board.
did you know?
I have no idea who that is.
I switched from Nichols to McTavish.
No
just
idea
because
who
you
he is.
said it with confidence.
Brian, you didn't get that right.
I got that right.
You did.
Yeah,
and
Brian got it.
DeAndre did
Yeah,
not.
Brian has
no.
two and everyone else has one.
All right,
So
that's
who
it.
is
Brian
he?
has Craig McTavish?
Yeah.
He was a hockey player. He was really good, too.
We get that.
Yeah, there's more questions to it. Leave it
Okay.
alone.
All right. More McTavish coming up.
Last helmet question, I swear.
Good.
When did McTavish finally retire? A, 1997, B, 1994, or C, 1999? And we'll start with Brian.
94.
DeAndre.
I'm going 94 as well.
Beto.
99.
Mace.
94.
John.
What's the one that no one's picked?
97.
I'll take that one.
97 is the right answer, John. So imagine, he was playing before. So from 1979 to 1997, he did not wear a helmet.
Wow.
While
That's
everybody
crazy.
else was wearing a helmet.
I'm guessing that dude doesn't have a lot of teeth.
Maybe a couple concussions
Yeah.
here or there.
Somewhere along the line.
All right, so number 4. Jim Hiller is your head coach of the Los Angeles Kings. How many head coaching jobs has he had in the NHL? And we'll start with DeAndre. 3, 2, or 1?
We'll go with 2.
2. Beto.
1.
Mace.
2.
John.
I can't remember him ever being a head coach before. I'll go with 1.
Brian.
2.
2. The answer is 1.
Yeah!
He's been a coach since 2002, and this is his first shot at it.
Okay.
He's doing quite a good job.
So who else got that besides me?
Beto. So John
Way
has
to go,
3,
Beto.
Brian has 2, Beto has 2, DeAndre 1, Mace 1. Beto, we're starting with you.
Uh-oh.
Who led the Kings in points this year? A, Andre Kopitar, B, Kevin Fiala, or C, Adrian Kempe?
Fiala.
Mace.
Kempe.
John.
I'm with Mace. Kempe.
Brian.
Kempe.
DeAndre.
Kempe.
Kempe is the right answer. He had 73 points this year. So everybody but Beto. John now has a lead of 1 over Brian. Number 6. There's 8 of these, so John, you got to go first.
You got it.
Adrian Kempe's nickname is Juice. Why is he nicknamed Juice? A, in minor league hockey playoffs, he played so well the guy said he got the juice and it stuck. B, after every game in high school, he would drink 4 Sunny D's to help him recover. C, Kempe is from Sweden, but his father, Michael, loved the NFL and the Buffalo Bills, and O.J. Simpson was his favorite player, so gave him the nickname Juice as an homage.
Wow. There's no way it's C. There's just no
cannot
way.
be C.
No one would ever be named after you. What was the first one, Greg?
In minor league hockey playoffs, he played so well, the guys said he got
I'll go
the
with
juice.
that one. I'll go with that one. Because
Brian.
it's not C. I'll go with A.
4 Sunny D's.
4 Sunny D's. DeAndre.
I'm going with C.
I love that, DeAndre. Beto.
The dad's from Finland?
No, Sweden.
Sweden? Oh, because Sweden loves the NFL. DeAndre, come on, man. I'm going to go with DeAndre. Yeah.
See? Okay. And Mace.
I'm going to say it's from the minor leagues. He got the juice.
He got the juice is the right answer. That is the correct answer.
I don't want you by yourself, DeAndre.
I thought the
was
other
made
2
up.
were actually kind of okay to be
Yeah,
make it up.
yeah.
All right, so John, you have a 2-point lead with 2 left over Mace and Brian. So that means DeAndre and Beto. Sorry for going for the Sweden one. You're out.
Uh-oh.
Number 7, John. Andrzej Kopitar, the captain, has been a lifelong king and was second in points this year despite his longevity. How many years has Kopi been in the league? 20, 19, or 21?
Andrzej Kopitar has been around forever. Jeez. You said 19, 20, or 21?
Correct.
I'll go 20.
Mace?
I'll go 19.
And
I
Brian.
have to go different.
Yeah, you do. You have
I'll
to
go
go
19 as well.
Brian.
19 is the correct answer. So Mace and
Excellent.
Brian are 1 back.
One back.
Okay.
Okay, this is the last
Come on,
one.
Mace. Let's go.
Come
John.
on, Ireland.
Netflix has a bunch of sports stocks that follows the league. Which one does Andrzej Kopitar make an appearance on the newest season? Was it A, Full Swing, which is the golf show, B, Drive to Survive, which is the F1 show, or C, Breakpoint, which is the tennis show?
Okay. Ireland, it's your call.
Kopitar is from Slovenia. So I think it's the Drive to Survive. I think it's Formula One.
Brian.
I'll go tennis show.
And Mace.
Come on, Mace. Mace.
Golf or tennis?
Mace.
Golf.
The answer, John wins. Drive to Survive.
Let's go,
He's friends with Zach Brown, who is the
Zach Brown band?
No.
That was a good
runs
game,
McLaren.
Greg.
Yeah, that was a good game.
you,
Yeah,
thank you.
that was a
And
good game.
I also have a tiebreaker. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do it for fun.
Sure. All right. The Kings and the Oilers have been facing each other in the playoffs since 1982. How many total playoff games have they played each other?
In history.
At the
Or
time.
just in...
Yes, since they've been playing each other since 1982.
82,
How
okay,
many
got it.
times have they played each other? Games. How many games have they played against each other?
Okay.
Tell me you have a number.
Okay.
John, you got a number?
I'll say 40.
40. Mace.
I'll say 55.
55. Brian.
32.
32. DeAndre.
35.
35. Beto.
34.
34. Mace, you almost got it right on the head.
Nice.
It's
55?
56.
56.
And the
way to go,
Oilers
Mace.
lead the series 36-20.
Screw the Oilers.
Good game, Berg.
Yeah, that was a really good game. Wow, you nailed it. That was
Nailed
awesome.
it.
That was
Yeah,
all right.
nailed it.
No,
Oh, hey, who won yesterday? Hey, Greg, who won yesterday?
That was me, I feel like. I feel like that was me.
Because
Yeah, it was Brian. It was your game,
Yeah.
and I think I won, right?
So
because yesterday was worth 2 and today was worth 2.
So yeah, you
Correct.
got 4. So now Ireland, you're at 7.
So I can still be caught because there's 3 more days worth too, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And what do I got?
And it's my
4.
game Monday.
Okay. So 7, I'm trailing by 3, so I need to win a couple of times in the next week or so.
Yeah, you got a chance.
All right, let's see. Coming up next for you is Cappy, and who's with Cappy today, Bergman? Marcus, that's
Grant,
right.
yeah. And
Marcus
DeMarco's
Grant
there, too.
and Cappy and
DeMarco, Chris
live
Morales.
from Rams draft headquarters. We'll do some super
Hey, Mace,
crosstalk.
I gotta bail because I gotta go hit a bus. But you
Okay.
can catch me and Michael tonight. Can't wait. Beto's the pregame starts at
5:30.
5:30
Oh, no,
or
5
6?
o'clock. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. 5
Yeah.
o'clock. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys then.
Cool. All
See
right,
ya.
have a good game, man. All right,
man.
Super Crosstalk next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Physicality was not a problem in Game 2.
Here comes Minnesota. Look out. Here's Ant-Man. LeBron stole it. LeBron down the middle. LeBron all the way to the rim and in. Huge play by LeBron. 92-81 Lakers.
Now a tied series. It's time to take care of business for Game 3 in Minnesota.
Lakers, T-Wolves.
Coverage today at 5 p.m. with the Toyota Lakers Countdown on your home of Lakers basketball.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, avnergatt.com.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. It's Morongo's 20th anniversary. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Get a free 20th anniversary beer stein when you order a draft beer at any of our signature bars.
Number 2.
Big League gift giveaway. Get a large rubberized tote bag when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 29th.
And the number 1 reason.
We've got live music all weekend to celebrate our 20th anniversary.
Morongo, good times.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details and restrictions, please visit fvgradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay in Cancun at a luxury resort, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now at 800-417-6411. That's 800-417-6411. You may also be eligible for an exciting bonus vacation in Orlando, Florida for just $398. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your stay for up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation in Orlando for just $398. What are you waiting for? Call 800-417-6411. Again, call 800-417-6411 and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest or sweepstakes. It is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways and is not sponsored by or affiliated with this station or program.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins. Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Do it, Cappy. Do it.
It's Fit Friday.
No horn? Where's the horn? Where's the bullhorn?
He didn't bring the bullhorn again.
No bullhorn? What
Cappy.
are you doing? This is malpractice. This is Rams draft malpractice to not bring the
Seriously.
bullhorn.
Did John have to catch the bus? Is that why he's not
Yeah,
here?
John had to catch the bus.
Okay, just making sure.
I should have talked to the firefighters here and seen if they had a bullhorn.
I'm sure there's one there you could use.
They must have one.
Borrow a bullhorn, exactly.
Probably need one.
tip-off is in 3.5 hours. He's got to get over there.
That's right. How is your...
That 15-minute drive takes a long time.
Yeah, all right, guys. Let's stop jabbing. All right, so, Cappy, how'd it go yesterday?
Oh, it was great.
Was it?
You know, it was really well. I mean, look, the fact that we're here,
yep,
at the Air Ops Center at the Van Nuys Airport,
That's cool.
and it's super cool, and we've gotten a chance to meet a lot of these firefighters who are incredible. As a matter of fact, I saw today there was a front page article in the LA Times where it was like, "Hey, they're a bunch of heroes. Now they want a pay raise." That was kind of the headline. I'm like, give them a pay raise.
Yeah, I agree.
Give all these firefighters a pay raise.
Yep.
So
That's like the San Diego guy talking local politics on the air.
Breaking it down.
Well, I mean, you say that, but I mean, there I was yesterday rocking that LAFD shirt. I'm a supporter, bro.
Where is it
I'm
today?
a supporter. I'm wearing the hat.
He's got the hat today.
I'm wearing the hat. I'm a supporter.
Hey, what's up, Marcus?
What's going on,
Oh,
Bertie?
hey, Marcus. I
Didn't
forgot.
get to talk to him this
Marcus
morning.
Grant is here.
How could you
Marcus.
forget?
You teased it.
What's
that he was here.
my memory. My short-term memory isn't good. Hey, what's happening, Marcus?
Things are good, man. It's a beautiful day out here. It's a nice backdrop. We got all the equipment and stuff out here. It looks like it should be a fun afternoon.
Cool.
When you say the equipment, you mean like all the firefighting equipment?
I'm sorry, I didn't know the proper term for it. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
I refer to it as hardware.
So I have a
is that what it
question.
is?
You're there where, like Air Command, where they fly the planes and stuff, right?
They've got helicopters and big trucks and all that kind of stuff.
Do
here,
they
yeah.
have planes
Big
or no?
trucks.
No planes.
No planes.
So
No, there's planes.
Oh, is there a plane? I don't see.
Yeah.
Oh, I do see it. I
Because
don't
they
think-
drop water or they drop others like that. Is it red stuff?
Yeah, retardant.
Like a retardant. Yes.
Is that what that
I
is?
thought that's what we called you,
retardant.
Cappy. Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
Yes.
Gosh, that's hard.
Hey, look, I didn't make it up.
Bro.
There's
Come
this
on,
little
man.
like one-man
Easy.
helicopter that's like a bubble. It kind of looks like
It looks like a thing James Bond flew in, like Live and Let Die.
It's like a personal helicopter?
Yes. Or like from the Busy World of Richard Scarry when that guy flies around. in the
That is a hell of a
Richard
pull
Scarry.
there, Lindsay.
That was a
Reminds
great
me.
That's
pull.
very
That was
that's a
good.
great
Hey,
pull.
hey, Cappy, where'd you get that hat? I really like that hat with the white
Bring him
and
back
the
one.
blue. Yeah, can you bring it
You
back?
want to
one
wear it
of those
right
hats?
now?
Yeah, they hooked us
Yeah,
up.
give it to me
with
right now.
gear.
Put it through the YouTube. I'll grab it.
A lot of merch. A lot of merch
Is there
out here.
a lot of merch there?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Not a
I
lot
would
of
not
merch.
expect
There's
that.
not a lot of merch.
It's not
Is there-
exactly
is there-
a merch store.
Is it like a
Yeah,
merch
here.
store?
No, I wouldn't
Rams
call it
gear.
a store. Intimates that people can walk in and buy something. There's a lot of merch that the Rams keep showering us with.
Because
Oh,
you keep
I
asking
see.
for more and more.
Do I?
Yeah. You had the black LAFD hat yesterday. Then you said today I want a different hat.
Well, I don't have the black LAFD hat with me.
It's not in the car?
No, I left it in my hotel.
You're going back to the hotel later?
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
You
living.
got-
I'm
you
living
got
out of
Friday
hotels.
night. You got Valley Heat coming Friday night?
I mean, West Valley. Heat,
West Valley
I guess
Heat.
is what you might
West
call
Valley
it.
Heat ain't bad.
Yeah.
Hey, West Valley Heat. That's where I grew up.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I needed another piece of merch today to rock, to be in uniform.
Right.
And so, yeah, I wouldn't call it merch as in, like, you can buy the merch, but they're giving us a lot of merch. I mean, Lindsay and Marcus have on the cool black LAFD
I
hats.
see that. Yeah,
So,
you guys
by
look
the
great.
way, I feel like if you can't buy it, it's not merch, it's swag.
It's gear.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
swag.
difference.
That's the
between
swag.
swag and
I-
merch.
right.
Okay.
I think there's a difference. Like,
Okay.
if it's for sale, then
Okay.
it's merch. If they're just giving it to you, it's like swag.
Swag.
Cappy was nervous earlier. He called me to say, what are we going to do today with Marcus? I said, we'll be fine. Marcus has got it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, do you not trust me?
Marcus
doesn't.
is great.
No,
Well,
we
wait.
did a show together.
Just hold
I'm a
on.
little
just,
hurt.
just hold on, just so you know.
He knows
Don't
more
ever
about
listen
football
to
than you
anything
do.
this
he
guy
definitely
says.
You know what? I
does.
should.
Okay.
You know what? You were correct. I
Don't
should
listen
know
to
better.
anything this guy says.
I have a
Trust me
past
when I
history
tell
with Morales. I should.
Yeah,
know
you
better,
should know.
yes.
You should know.
But what was your hesitation about working with Marcus?
He's hesitant when Sedano's not here.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sedano,
well, that makes me
Sedano's-
hesitant like 3 times a week.
Come on.
Now, what do you mean, come on now?
Come on,
You're
you know
taking
what?
shots.
You live- Sedano had to
you
take
live
the
a
bus.
life
Oh,
of
he took the bus?
hesitation.
Took the bus with John. They got to
took
get there.
They're in the league.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, Chris, they're in
Yes.
the league. He had to get that bus. It's a league bus. It's like the official league bus. You can't
No,
get.
I mean, listen.
The only way you can get to Target Center is on that bus.
When you got 2 compounds, you can't afford an Uber. You
It
can't.
is true. It is true.
No. We have to pay for the Uber.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
oh.
does he really turn in?
We would have to pay for the Uber.
He turns
Why would
in.
He has not done it before, but we would have to pay for the Uber.
Why wouldn't the Lakers pay for it?
Well, because he could take the bus.
Right.
Oh,
They give him the
that's why
bus.
he went and
The
took it.
charter
Yeah, they
bus.
get in the bus. Exactly.
That's the deal.
You got to make the bus. So
Took
what
that bus.
What do you think of my? I don't know if you heard this. My mythical money bet. I took Lakers straight up. Rams to take Carson Schlesinger from UCLA
Go
in
Birds.
the
linebacker?
second round, the linebacker. Lakers straight up, Kings straight up, and Dodgers straight up tonight. All four of those. I think the toughest one is Schlesinger.
Yeah, that's going to be very hard to nail, Mace. But Dodgers tonight, I like.
Yeah.
Kings
Lakers
tonight.
Kings
tonight. I don't love.
Really,
You're not going to take your
scary.
Pittsburgh Pirates to beat the Dodgers?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not even with Paul Skeens pitching?
No. But I would look on Prize Picks to see how many strikeouts what their more or less number is.
The strikeout number is
more.
going to be high.
Yeah.
It's going to be high for Scheme.
What do you think?
Sure.
10.
Look, he faced them
9.
twice last year, and in both those starts, he struck out 8 guys.
9.5.
So I would put it. Yeah, I think 10. I think is reasonable, honestly, with this team this year.
Oh, wow.
How many? But really, better question: how many for Yamamoto? Because Yamamoto's been mowing guys down recently.
I would put him around 10 also, just because the Pirates. They have pitching. They are not a great offensive club.
This is the kind of insight you can get on the Blue Review.
That's
weekday
right.
mornings, 8:30 a.m. with I almost said corporate Greg, but Greg Bergman, Marcus Grant makes an often appearance.
Why you don't call him corporate?
I was going to ask.
We don't really do the corporate Greg bit. It's just Greg. I call him Bergman.
Bergie.
Bergman in the third chair.
Yeah,
Just
we're
Bergman.
changing him to
Bergman.
just
We
Bergman.
dropped corporate.
Oh,
What?
Yep.
We dropped corporate.
Yeah.
We wanted to grow to the next evolution.
Oh.
Can we still be Bergmania?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we can do Bergmania. Now he needs to
Bergmania
change his
comes to
Twitter and
Bergmania.
Well, that's what I
social.
was going to ask. Now, Gregory,
Still at corporate Greg on Twitter.
yeah,
I need
Get
to
to
change
at
that.
Bergmania.
as long as you're still using
Ooh,
corporate
that's a good
on Twitter, I mean, I think that's still in play.
switch her up
I
there,
do have to
Bergman.
say that my wife met Greg for the first time at Mason's party.
Was she underwhelmed or overwhelmed?
She was very shocked. She just assumed because he was corporate Greg that he was much older than he actually
really?
turned out to be.
really?
Yeah.
I'm still-
She really believed that he was probably in his late 50s, early 60s, just based on the name corporate Greg.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Paul Skeens' number tonight?
Yeah.
4.5 strikeouts.
That's it?
No, that cannot
That's
be
way
right.
too low.
Is that like
way
a bonus
too
pick?
low.
Well, now, wait a second. How about this
Shohei
one?
might
Ready?
strike out
Jump
4 times
all
against
over
him.
that, man. 4.5 strikeouts. Are you
That's
kidding
way
me?
too low.
Here's much higher odds, though. A demon play on Prize Picks. Paul Skeens tonight, more or less, well, more really, than 7.5
More.
strikeouts.
I would
Go
take
more.
more.
Okay, you take more.
I'd
Okay,
take more.
I like that.
Yeah,
okay, and you say
absolutely.
Yamamoto
Over,
tonight.
more.
I'll give you a couple more.
Okay.
Yamamoto, his number, 7.5 pitcher strikeouts.
I'd take more than that.
More. How about 8.5? 8.5 tonight. That's also
More.
a deep play.
That's
More.
like the line right there.
Yeah, that's sort of it. I might go under that. I
Less.
feel like 8.
You go
I
less.
feel like 8.
More, Cappy, more.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you guys this. You know what I would want to play tonight would be Shohei for a home run.
Shohei, but DeAndre, play it for us.
Shohei Otani?
Shohei took Skeens' lead
Shohei
last year.
Ohtani.
We haven't seen Otani hit a home run, and it's got to be what?
Well,
guys?
that's his
Shohei
child has not
Ohtani.
seen him hit a home run.
Yeah, he's like 1 for his last 22. Hey, one thing I wanted to
Striking
point
out a
out
bunch.
to you guys. You know how many times Paul Skeens has had more than 7 strikeouts in a game this year?
Zero.
He's
Zero.
yet to do
Wow.
it. He's not had 8 strikeouts in a game this year. So you guys, the over
Until
is
he met Max Muncy.
Yeah, exactly.
Could we get a more or less on how many shots of Livy Dunn there are in the crowd at Dodger Stadium?
That's a good one.
Right.
That's
If we put that at a 0.5, would you go more or less?
It's
I
a
would
good
hope
question.
way
I'm
more.
glad you brought it up because yesterday I was playing the NFL draft on Prize Picks, and the question was more or less than 10.5 seconds that Roger Goodell gets booed. He got booed
that's
for
way more.
Got booed for 25 seconds.
Well, he was
Then-
encouraging
Wait, is this at one
it.
time
He
or over the
wanted
course of
to
the
get
night?
boom.
the beginning.
Just the beginning, the opening.
Oh, got it.
When they did the bicycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was so dumb.
I didn't
feels like-
understand the
that feels
bicycles.
it's because it's a Packer thing. You know that, right?
but not how many people are watching that have no idea that that's a Packer thing, like all of us, and they're like, what is going on here?
It was for the audience in front of him. Like everybody in front of him knew what the bicycle thing was about, so he was playing to the crowd, much like Clay Matthews with the the Bears still suck thing, just playing to the crowd in front of him.
Yeah, he certainly did. Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
Now, Mace, we're making history today, this
No.
crew here.
I had no idea.
Because at 5 o'clock, for the first time ever, 7:10 a.m., we'll go to Lakers coverage with Beto. While we remain on YouTube and on the ESPN LA app.
Get out of
That's
here,
right.
really?
This
That's
is the
right.
first ever split from regular content where play-by-play is on 710 and we're on YouTube only.
So
and on the app.
radio goes to the game, and the app goes to the rest of your show
and
from
YouTube.
the draft house.
And YouTube.
And
yeah.
YouTube.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
But you can still get the game on the Lakers tile, but the Listen Live tile will be.
Because tonight I'm looking for one more screen. Now I've got another screen. I've got Dodgers on one screen. I've got Kings, and then I've got Lakers. Then I've got you guys doing the draft. How can I possibly have that
just
many
think about
screens in my
this.
house?
5 to 6 p.m., we've
Yep.
got no commercials. And there's
Really?
no FCC rules for Cappy and I.
So we can curse?
We can go
It is
Schwanz
still
talk for
an
an hour.
ESPN property.
Wait a minute. Are you going to curse?
Actually, no, it's not.
Tune in and find
not,
out.
but it has the name.
It's not. So
It's not.
we're going Schwan's talk
So
for
what do
an
you
hour.
think, Bergie? Bergie, I'm not allowed to say. Or
No, you can't.
No, you cannot.
Or-
it still
Yeah, you
has.
can.
It
So
still
it
has
wouldn't,
ESPN.
it wouldn't be just Effort
Just- no,
Friday.
actually,
You could
we're
just say
going
the
to.
whole thing.
And see,
You know?
Marcus, you're an NFL employee, so I don't know if you can.
I'm not saying I'm participating, but I'm here to enjoy.
You can watch.
I'm watching the show.
You can watch.
I'm
Cappy
here
and
to
I
be
do
a part
it.
of the show. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I want to. So, Cappy, you're going to drop expletives tonight?
It's possible. I mean, maybe intentionally, maybe unintentionally.
Organically
but,
or on purpose?
No, knowing that I've got the flexibility and the freedom to do that, that will
We
certainly.
might show his flexibility during the 5 o'clock.
We should
hour,
also
too.
wait. Make sure you wait till 5 o'clock. Don't let it. Don't let it
Don't
slip
let
at
one
like
fly.
4:45 or
Yeah,
something. You know.
That's a good point.
Right.
Yeah.
Contain yourself. Contain yourself.
I'm going to try. Mace. I really am.
I don't know that there's been a bigger that I can remember a bigger night for LA sports than there is tonight.
This one's pretty big.
This is really big. Like I've only got a TV and a phone.
You said that like 3 nights ago.
But tonight you've got the draft. I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, there's four
I'm waiting to
separate
see what the
things.
Rams are doing. I've got the Dodgers versus Skeens. I've got the Kings. I've got the Lakers. No, tonight the draft adds a bonus to the whole thing because I want to find out what the Rams do.
It really is a massive night. It really is. I mean, again, you think about the Kings being up 2-0 and going on the road to those. What do you call them, Christopher?
The
Those
stinking
scumbag,
dirty
Edmonton Oilers.
Right, that
Scumbag.
They are.
Right, so you got that. And then the Lakers tonight, who are not favored to win this game. I don't know, does everybody feel good about the Lakers tonight?
They're getting 3.5
Actually, I
points. I
do.
love the points.
I do also, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like this is a chance to make a statement. Go to Minnesota and just remind them what they have to deal with. I think.
Okay.
Lakers.
All right. So again, Kings, Lakers, Dodgers against Pittsburgh would not really be a story other than Skeens is pitching for
Skeens and
Pittsburgh.
Yamamoto, yeah.
And
Right,
Yamamoto's pitching,
right.
yeah.
And then throw on top of it the
Who are
draft.
the Rams
I mean,
going to take?
We got enough going on here or what?
A lot going on.
What are you going to do with no Sedano telling you what all the picks are beforehand?
You know, how do we feel about that yesterday?
The
I don't know.
ironic
What
thing
did he
is,
do?
While Sedano was here, Lindsay was like, "Oh, this is fine." But then later on, when we were just watching, Lindsay's like, "I don't want to know." But
Well, it was because
Sedano had also left.
Well, no, it was
So
because
I think you
the,
agreed with Sedano because he usually
no.
disagrees with us.
No, don't be starting drama.
Why
it was
not?
because the
That's what he
Pittsburgh
does.
Steelers were the only other team that needed a quarterback, and so I didn't want it to be spoiled because that was one where like we're just sitting there hanging out. We weren't working. We weren't on the air, and I really wanted to have a genuine reaction to that to see whether or not they drafted Shador.
I mean, to answer your question, Mace, he was getting the picks off Twitter before we went to the podium, which isn't fun when you're doing a draft
it
radio
kind of
show.
takes the drama away from it, right?
Yeah.
Also, I think he said
It
that he
helped me while I
wasn't
was
really
listening.
getting them from Twitter. He said he had a friend at the draft who was sending them to him.
Yeah.
Wow.
By
Yeah,
the way, he was
you know the
beating us
guy in
to
the
the
morning
punch.
that did the draft show?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're talking about Evan
Possibly.
Cohen?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if